Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
Welcome into the Springdale Bulldogs pregame show here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, a very special edition. Quarterfinals at the state playoffs. And here to talk about it, as always, is head coach Brett Hobbs. And Coach, a big win last week, a historic win last week. And we're going to talk about it. And I know you're one of those guys that's going to deflect and send it up. But you've rebuilt a culture here at Springdale that we haven't seen in quite some time. Last year, a home playoff game. This year, a home playoff win. Talk to me a little bit about that process and building this thing back to getting back to playoff victories.
Yeah, well, first, I mean, the credit goes to our players and coaches. They bought in. They're doing exactly, what we hope that they would do. And bringing, the culture back as far as, what Springdale football represents and all the great things, the history of Springdale football. It was tough. You've been here through the whole time, and whenever I started, we went through some really rough patches, and, everybody always told me, Rome wasn't built in a day. Not to say we're where we want to be and we're finished by any means, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, and it was difficult those first few years, but the one thing that we just stayed consistent. And, we had a vision in our culture and our standard, and we've stayed with that. And, now it's nice to see the coaches and the players and the school and the program reaping those benefits.
Talk to me about that bus ride home.
Yeah, it was, first the kids, they were great. Just the bus ride there and everything, just the focus. And I just knew it was a different type feeling. But, man, I tell you, whenever you win one of those big games and in a game, playoff game that you haven't won in 20 years, just to see the excitement on those kids' faces, that's what it's all about. And then, those kids are so humble, too, because, we had Dairy Queen for a post-game meal, and they were so happy about those ice cream sandwiches, and it was just kind of the topping, of the night. So, but it was really special, and I'm just glad that all those kids, our players, got to experience that and celebrate that together.
I ran into the cheerleaders in Clarksville at the rest stop there, and they were excited, and you can kind of feel that excitement throughout the program. Let's talk about the game a little bit, because we saw some history. Carson Hayter, 6 total touchdowns. That's a school record. It feels like we're breaking records more and more. Talk to me a little bit about Carson. That's a game that, you put on tape. That's a game for the ages.
Yeah, absolutely. And, in the biggest games, your biggest players are going to show up. And Carson Hayter, which he's showing up every game, but this game, he really had a breakout. And it all started with that, 4th and 1, 4th and 2 play that he busted. And, he really showed his speed on that as far as separating himself. But he's a winner. He's a competitor. And when you get those type players in those situations, they really stand out, and he definitely did on Friday.
We've got to get Wilder a nickname. I don't know what we're going to call him, but every time he makes a run, especially one of those long runs, he sidesteps a guy. He's very, Coach and I call him nimble.
He is.
He's almost like a dancing bear, but, when he lowers his shoulder, that's as powerful a back as we've seen.
he is really smart about it. Sometimes, I get a little frustrated because he does go out of bounds at times, but he's really, it's one of those where you probably couldn't get extra yards anyways, and he's just kind of, not getting hit. And but there's also times where, he puts his foot in the ground and gets those extra yards. I like to call him the wildebeest because, I
love that.
Yeah, he's a tough runner, and whenever you have, that kind of combination in the backfield where you have, so many different options and type of runners, it really presents a problem with those.
Other side of the football, guy that really flashed was Marquise Coben, 11 tackles. He was everywhere, had a sack. Yeah, I mean, that's a guy that is growing up in front of our eyes. And, he's got another year ahead of him, but played maybe his best game in the biggest game.
Yeah, and he's really shown up the last 2 weeks. He's made some really big plays for us. He almost had another interception Friday that I think he would have probably took it back to the house, but he really is showing up, and that's, like I mentioned, some of the biggest games, you want your players, your big-time players to show up, and he has the past 2 weeks.
Is there anything Easton Hahn can't do? I've never seen a middle linebacker return punts. He had an interception. He's all over the place defensively. He catches a pass here and there. Is there anything that guy can't do? He even took a snap.
Right. No, I'm telling you, he is just a football player. He's our deep snapper, on the punt team. And he's done a great job as far as being a punt returner, saving us yards, catching the ball, but also getting return yards.
Except the return of the year.
Yeah. So, man, I'm telling you what, you can rely on Easton to do a lot of things, anything really. And, his focus and his intensity and his passion, he's going to be successful at everything he does.
31-17 with 6 seconds left in the first half. Talk to me about the play call. You set it up.
Yep.
It was sort of, I called it like the old Newt Rockne box formation. Everybody moved over
that's
one
what
slot,
I said. Yeah.
And then you gave it to Carson on the first down. Second down, Carson throws a touchdown to Albert Burge. Talk to me about that play call, because we really thought Coach Hahn was coming through the wall. He was banging on the wall so hard.
Yeah.
But that's a huge play in the game.
Yeah, and it was a good wrinkle, for this week. And we had some more that we didn't necessarily have to show, which is good for this week. But, leading up to that play, we knew we had all 3 timeouts, and I asked them, I was like, is this a halfback pass? They're like, no, and I was like, okay. And so the very next play, then he called, and I was like, all right. And I tell you, Albert Burge made an incredible catch, because that's a difficult catch when the guy's right there in your face, and it's, coming down low at you, and huge momentum going into half.
Springdale's in the second round for the first time since 2005. We're going to talk about tonight's opponent, the Bentonville Tigers, coming up. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I am the March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner of summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school.
You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, continuing our conversation with Coach Brett Hobbs. And it's very rare. I looked it up. Springdale and Bentonville have only played multiple times in a year, 3 times, 1913, 1943, and 1944. This would be the first ever playoff meeting. Saw this team 3 weeks ago. Things didn't go quite the way we wanted, but you get a second shot at them. Now, this is one of the favorites in 7A. They're also a team that's been on a bye for a week, coming off a huge win over Bentonville West. Talk to me about sort of the rethinking of the Bentonville game.
Yeah, the first time we played them, obviously, Bentonville is one of the top teams in the state for a reason. We got off to a slow start. It was 21-0 before we could really even settle in and do anything. I think this will be a totally different game. Number one, our kids are coming off 2 wins, getting some of that confidence back. We're playing pretty good football right now, and I honestly feel like if we play to our potential and our best football, I honestly feel like that we can play with any team in the state. And obviously Bentonville is a really good team, and we're going to have to play our best football. But also, whenever you do have a bye like Bentonville did this last week, sometimes late in the season, it's great to be able to get some guys healthy and re-energized, but also you don't want to kind of break that that week or that season. You don't want to have a break in your routine either.
Bentonville doesn't change very much.
No.
Year over year, it's pretty much the same thing. It feels like they've had a Ficklin in the backfield for 27 years, and they're all good, and they're all the same back. They're all explosive. Priority one, shut down the run, and then worry about the pass game.
Yeah, that's first and foremost, that we always want to do, because if you can't stop the run, you're not going to stop anything. So with Ficklin back there, we want to be able to stop the run, but when they have 3 top receivers in the state, you also have to account for that, understand that, have a game plan for it, in which I think we'll have some more wrinkles. And one thing that we know is, hey, we're in a 1-game season. So you're going to see a few players, possibly from the offensive side, that are going to come in and have some packages, especially on 3rd down. And, all hands are on deck, and so we're going to try to get our best players out on the field and try to match up with their athleticism. And so we're excited about that.
One thing I did notice in the Cabot game is pass rush situation, where Gavin Jones and Jay Glenn come in as outside rushers. Gavin had some really nice plays, got pressure on the quarterback a little bit. This is a little bit different. You're playing a Bentonville team that gets the ball out quickly. Cole Slepecki is one of the better quarterbacks in the conference. Pressure, we're going to drop. It feels like, it's kind of a pick your poison here, and you got to get after him.
Yeah, you do. You can't let him sit back there and expect your guys to be able to cover for that long a period of time, and especially with their type of speed and everything. So it is going to have to be kind of a chess match with Coach Schick. I know he was up at the office very late last night trying to finalize everything, and I think that he's got a good plan going into the game, and there's going to be some mix-ups to where we are going to bring some pressure strategically, and like I mentioned, some different personnel changes that I think is going to be able to help with, some size, some length, but also some speed. So hopefully with those type of adjustments and those little, tinks, then it'll help us out defensively.
They've got a quartet of receivers that are really, really good. Jack Dunn, Schmitz, Prevo, and Blair Irvin. And it presents some problems in the back end, but it feels like you guys sort of got it. Like last week was really, really good. Outside 1 or 2 little busts on a 3rd down here and there. It felt like you guys played really well. I know you know this already, but your corners, I think, lead the conference in tackles for loss. Jacoby and DJ each have 3 for a total of 6.
Yeah, we are blessed with 2 really good corners, and not only are they do a great job in the pass coverage, but they are very physical and they tackle well. And that's just compliments to Coach Carter. His first year, he's our corners coach, and bringing him in and kind of his mentality and everything. Those guys are playing with a lot of confidence, and you've got to have some lockdown corners. There's no doubt about that. And whenever you do that, then it allows, your outside linebackers and your safety to kind of focus on those inside slot receivers. So, I think by having our corners being able to do that, that'll present them a little bit of trouble, hopefully, being able to kind of double, and bracket those inside receivers.
Offensively, it feels like with Kellen Rona, their big nose tackle. I mean, that's a large young man, and he's very, very good, and he sort of clogged up the middle. What's the plan to handle him?
Not,
Now, Kinkland's back for this one. We didn't have Kinkland the last time.
yes,
So,
yeah.
I mean, that
does help, at center, having that experience back. And, Jay Edmond did a good job filling in for him, did the best he could. He's only a sophomore, which he'll continue to get better and grow. But that experience that you have up front really makes a difference. And, we're going to have to do a great job because, if he penetrates, and that can cause disruption in the snaps, and so we'll have to do a very good job as far as having the guards help out, doubling him at times, and also just being quick to try and hook him and try to not let him get over the top of us and make big plays, hopefully go underneath us, and hopefully by that time, we'll be past him with our speed. So those are some of the things that we'll try and do to slow him down.
Got a marketing idea for you, and it just came to me while we were sitting here talking. It's feed the wildebeest. I'd love to see Wilder carry the ball like 25, 30 times. Kickoffs around the quarter. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Coach Johnson and I'll join you shortly from the broadcast booth. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it is our pleasure to welcome you to this playoff edition of Springdale Athletic Foundation Television alongside Robert Johnson. Coach, busy week for the Bulldogs this week. Get their first playoff win in 20 seasons and little bounce in their step as they're getting ready for what is going to be a formidable task. And we're going to talk about the Cabot game here in just a second, but a formidable task tonight.
Exactly. They definitely got their hands full, and they're going to have to be on their top-level game and just play really, really hard.
Last week was probably as good a football game as Springdale has played in quite some time. We're going to look at some of the highlights from last week. Got going early, field goal from A.J. on the first drive, and then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened and Springdale was able to run the ball pretty much at will. This is the first drive right here. This is the first play of the ball game. You see Rancel Oriana just ripping off 17 yards, and from there, Springdale pretty well had control of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they did. They kind of did what they wanted to do, and like you said, after that field goal, and really starting off with the 3, you can see Carson there.
Yeah, Coach Hobbs talked about this play kind of giving him the shot in the arm.
Yeah.
And that got him up 10-0, and then it was the Carson Hader show. 6 total touchdowns. That's a school record,
right.
And when you're breaking records around here, that's something.
That is good. And I think you talked about 20 seasons there. The last time they won was the year 2005 when they won the state championship.
You know, we see Marquise Coben. He was a defensive MVP this week. He had an outstanding game. 11 tackles, had an interception, forced fumble. He was sort of everywhere. We're watching him kind of grow up right in front of our eyes.
Exactly. And we've talked about him starting at the beginning of the seasons, how he's developed into a really good player, and this year's kind of shown that.
Yeah, turnovers were a big story in the first half. Springdale built a 31-7 lead. Carson gives them another touchdown run there, and you got that feeling like Springdale's really playing well, and then they hit this right before halftime.
Yeah.
This was kind of the turning point in the ball game.
I think so too. And then just for them, they just kind of, I don't know, just real nonchalant about some things. Not your typical Cabot team.
Yeah, they turned it over 3 times last week. Springdale cashed in on all of them. And this, kind of the put away here, a 50-yard run by Wilder Larice, and the Dancing Bear, as they call him around Springdale, the Wildebeest, goes all the way in for the touchdown. That gave Springdale 55 total points. And, you look back at it, the defense played well, the offense played well, special teams played well. They're going to need that kind of effort tonight.
100%. They're definitely good. That was probably the most complete game all year long.
Yeah, a smart play there by Carson to kind of end it. He gets the first down and then falls on his backside, and Springdale at that point, this is the last play of the ball game. One of your guys, Samante Edwards, gets the big return, but a huge night for Springdale, kind of breaking some glass ceilings there. They get through, they get the playoff win, first time in 20 years, and then the next thing you know, you turn around, you're going to play maybe the overall number 1 seed, the Bentonville Tigers.
Exactly, and they're really talented. They're not going to change what they do. They're very, very good at what they do. We've got to do a really good job keeping our offense on the field and sustain drives and take that clock down.
We were here 3 weeks ago. It was ugly. 63-7 was the score. Springdale wasn't it was one mistake kind of led to another, which led to another. They got down early after a couple of turnovers, and it just sort of snowballed on them. They were also banged up that night. Kinklin Franklin is back for Springdale. Shem Paul is going to play in this ball game. So it's a little bit different lineup, and a Springdale team that's won 2 in a row playing with a lot of confidence.
Exactly, and like you said, there's a little different dynamic tonight. Bentonville coming off a bye.
Right.
Bentonville possibly coming out a little flatter, maybe looking ahead of us at Conway possibly. So our kids coming off 2 big wins. Probably one of the best games last week we've played in a long time as far as complete. So a little different.
Yeah, and Coach Hobbs alluded to that in the pregame show, saying Springdale will be a little bit different this week, playing with a little bit more confidence. But as we look around the state in the 7A, 7A West had a really nice showing in the first round, and now you get to the Rogers, the Bentonvilles, Fayetteville's playing tonight. Half the league's still available.
Exactly. They and West had to come back and win right there toward the end of the game, and they did, beating North Little Rock by 1. And so the West did really well. And I think that shows last week, and I think you'll see it again this week.
None of Springdale's players were alive the last time Springdale won a first-round playoff game. And that's one of those things, you can't be afraid of what you don't know.
Right.
And this is just one of those things in talking with Coach Hobbs this week. They're just going to let it fly and see what happens. Right. And you've got a lot of very confident players. You've got a lot of guys that want this very badly and want to get back at Bentonville for this. We know how talented Bentonville is.
Yep.
We know how quickly they can score. You and I were talking before we came on here. You expect something if they get the ball early, reverse, double pass, whatever it is, to sort of shake your confidence more than anything.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you're going to see. Like you said, you got a group of kids that, Bentonville being in the playoffs year after year after year. Some of these kids that are seniors, they've had back-to-back years where they've had 4 extra games each year. That's almost a season extra as seniors that our seniors don't have yet.
Yeah, and Springdale gets their first playoff win, and there was that kind of release, and I talked to Coach Hobbs on the bus back from Cabot, and you could hear it in the background how excited they were to win a playoff game, and a lot of motivation from last year's loss to Cabot. Some things that happened on the field, some things that happened off the field, that sort of thing. So Springdale's had to turn around quick and get ready for this Bentonville team. This is a different sort of game. Second game in a week on a road. I don't think that bothers Springdale at all. But talk to me a little bit about what Springdale has to do to not just stay in the game, but win the game.
I think first, like I said, I think they'll take the ball first. And I think offensively they got to sustain drives. They got to keep the ball, milk the clock. I think you're going to see them try to snap the ball within 5 seconds. And try to keep those drives alive as long as we can, and we have to cash it in and put points. And I don't think field goals are the points we need.
No, I think 7's what you need, 3s are not what you need. These teams have never met in the playoffs. Springdale leads the overall series 45-30-4. The last time that they met 2 times in a season was 1944. They also met in 1943 and 1913. Springdale has won 5 of those matchups. So this is a rare occurrence. Seeing Bentonville in the playoffs, given all their success and Springdale's success in the past, kind of odd they've never matched up at any point.
Right. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Going back to kind of what we talked about defensively, we've got to do a really good job putting them back in the huddle, not giving up the big plays.
You see Springdale's captains, Easton Hahn, that's Carson Hayter, Rancel Oriana, Jacoby Mason. You say Springdale wants the football first.
I think so. I don't think they want to chase. I think they want to come out. They want to establish, hey, this is who we're going to be. This is what you need to get ready for 4 quarters.
So the captains getting ready for the coin toss. He's brought to you by Crane Automotive. Glad to have them along as a sponsor of Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Just a couple of weeks, we'll be back at the arenas, both on the Harbor side and the Springdale side, getting ready for basketball. So we await the coin toss. The instructions a little different in the playoffs. Everything's magnified a little bit. And I am assuming they're going to flip some sort of ceremonial coin. I think they give them one for the playoffs. And while Springdale's going to call it a toss, it looks like Carson Hayter will do so after he gets his final instructions here. Good look at the referee and the young men getting ready to suit up here in the second round. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We've got quite the setup here, much better than last week. We got a little bit more room than we did last week.
A little bit more room up here, you bet.
Let's see what it is. They're talking to Springdale. Looks like the Dogs have won the toss. So we'll get our instructions here, and we're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from kickoff. Springdale has won the toss. Looks like the referee's working on his mic a little bit. And they're going to take the football, just as you said. So the Dogs going to be aggressive here early. They did this a couple of weeks ago, went 3 and out. You're not surprised at all.
No, I think, like I said, with the style of offense that we run and what I think we have to do offensively tonight, I think taking the ball is exactly what we have to do and establish it and say, this is what we're going to do.
One of the things Springdale's going to have to be very leery of is a big number 98, Kellen Rona. He was a problem the last time that Springdale got together. Now, Kenklin Franklin is back, which is going to help. Springdale's also got some other guys that will be back. It's a young offensive line. We kind of forget about this. Mostly sophomores. Angel Cruz, the only guy that's got any experience, a senior. But his experience was very limited last year. This is a group that is growing, getting better week by week. Last week ran for almost 400 yards. Didn't turn the football over. I think the turnover game is going to be huge tonight. As long as Springdale can continue to hold on to the football, I think they've got a good chance to keep this one competitive. So we're about 2 minutes and 25 seconds away. We're going to take a quick break, and we will come back with football from the 7A second round. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back to Bentonville as we await the arrival of the Bentonville Tigers. Springdale has come out on the field. Springdale 5-7 on the year, coming off that 55-31 win over Cabot last week in the first round of the playoffs. Bentonville, they are 10-0 on the year, 7-0 in conference play. They are the 1 seed out of the West. Their head coach is Jody Grant, 105-27 overall. But the thing missing on his resume is the state championship.
That's right.
Been there.
That's right.
Hasn't been able to claim the prize just yet, but this may be his best football team.
It's a really good football team, and I've heard people talk that have watched the Bentonville teams come through, and they talk about this team being one of the better teams it's been through.
Yeah, we're looking at highlights from last week, and Springdale's going to get the football first, and Bentonville isn't one of those teams that's real big on the onside kick. They play it pretty straight, and they
you get ready for that.
Yeah, you got to be ready for it. They've had a week off to prepare.
Right.
Springdale going to send back Aaron Casados, Jacoby Mason, DJ Manuel will go back deep.
Yeah, I definitely think, onside, anytime, they take the ball, we might look for somebody to try to steal a possession. So this might be a great opportunity for them to try to do that.
Another big return from DJ wouldn't hurt our feelings here either.
No.
Gio Puga is going to tee it up. He will head to the 40-yard line here in a second. Glad to have you guys along on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Weather's delightful here in northwest Arkansas. 62 degrees, not much of a breeze, if any, at all.
There was, but at warm-up, there was a little bit of breeze. When I watched the kickers do their warm-up, there's a little breeze, but now it's almost died down to nothing.
So we are ready for the second round. The first time Springdale has been in the second round since 2005. We all know how that season ended.
Yeah.
And we are about ready for football. 12 minutes on the clock. Play clock set at 25. And we are ready. Referee's whistle blows. Gio Puga standing at the 34-yard line. He'll approach the football. He'll get into this one. End-over-end kick. Coming to Aaron Casados at the 2. Casados, 20-yard line. Finds a little bit of a seam, not much more. He's going to get up to the 22-yard line. So a 20-yard return for Aaron, and Springdale will set up at the 22-yard line. Across the front for the Dogs, Kyler Ingram, Angel Cruz, Caitlin Fairway, Judah Amram, and Sebastian Torres. The running backs, Wilder Larice, Rancel Oriana. The wingback is Albert Burge. Quarterback, of course, Carson Hayter. And wide receiver Orion Leatu. The tight end is Easton Hahn. Up first play of the ball game upcoming.
Looks like an overset.
Hayter will set up in the pistol. He'll have Rancel Oriana behind him. This is Carson on the option. He'll pitch it. Wilder at the 20, 25, 30. First down, Springdale out to the 35-yard line. So a good first play for Springdale.
And we talked about last week about first downs and how important those were. And last week we got 17. This week we come out with about 12 or 13. So great first start.
13 yards on the first play of the ball game for Wilder Larice. That'll move the sticks. A much better start than we saw last time around. Clock now running 11.
Somebody just went down. For them, just stepped down. It's kind of weird. Almost like he got a cramp, or I'm not sure exactly what happened. So that's going to change their starting corner.
Yeah, that's Tristan Brown, number 4, that went down after the play. We'll take a quick timeout. 11:01 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Tristan Brown is the injured Bentonville Tiger. He's being helped off the field right now. Looks like a lower leg injury. He was tied up with Albert Burge out on the outside and actually made the tackle on the play, but went down right after the play was concluded.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because he got up, kind of started walking, and then just kind of went down on his own.
Yeah, you wonder if that's a cramp. Just the way he's kind of hobbling around, but we'll hopefully he'll get back in the ball game. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 35-yard line. Clock stopped, 11:30 to go here in the first quarter. They'll wind it on the referee's command, and there it goes. So 1st and 10 for Springdale at the 35-yard line. Carson Hayter in the pistol. He's got Rancel Oriana behind him. That's Wilder in motion. This is Rancel across the 35-yard line. Going to get a couple up near the 37. It'll bring up second down.
Yep. Positive yards are good. I know it's 2 yards, but the goal is to get 3 to 4 yards. 3.5 would be great. If you can get 3.5 yards every play, you're going to keep the ball marching down the field.
So it'll bring up second down. It was a gain of 2 up to the 37. So it'll bring up second down and 8 for the Dogs. And Springdale playing their pace here, and
definitely the pace they want to keep.
It's a different formation here. Orion Leatu.
A little overlook.
Exactly. Yeah, this is something that they haven't shown before. That's Wilder in motion, snaps a little low. Here's Carson, ball's on the ground. Wilder's going to fall on it back at the 16, and it's one of those things Springdale just simply can't have happen.
Yeah, now you're behind the sticks 8 yards instead of, third and manageable. Now it's you got to, look at some type of pass and try to get, at least half of it back and make it manageable. So, man, that was right where you kind of wanted to be, and just a, misplay there. I don't know what happened, if somebody hit the ball with it or if he just lost control of it.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 18. Clock running here, 10:09 to go in the first quarter, and it's just one of those things with the way this offense functions, you have to go forward on every single play.
Exactly.
Here's another change. DJ Manuel has come in at a wide receiver spot. He's the slot receiver on the hash, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout Springdale.
Yeah.
9:55 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
Welcome back to Bentonville. A interesting start here in the first minute and I guess 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Springdale's facing a 3rd down and 18. Springdale on the year on 3rd downs, 35% conversion.
Well, it's unfortunate because, like I said, the ball was kicked back about 8 yards, so we were just lucky Wilder got on the ball.
So Springdale will empty the backfield. Burge and Larice come near side. Orion Leatu is to the top of the screen. Tristan Brown, the injured Bentonville Tiger, back in the ball game. He's one-on-one with Leatu. This is Hayter. Makes a guy miss, 35-yard line. He's going to be cut down there and lose a couple back to the 31, so it winds up being about a 4-yard pickup, and Springdale's going to have to kick on the opening possession.
Yeah, the play, the quarterback draw is a good play there. They got people out of the box is what they wanted to try to do. If he gets past that safety that came down right there, he's probably got a pretty good play coming back across the field, and they just made a good tackle.
Conrad Schmitz back deep for Bentonville. A.J. Woods in to kick for Springdale. 39-yard average on the season. He does have a long of 53 yards. He's also pinned you inside the 20 times this season. That's Jacoby Mason in motion. Snap is good. A.J. gets the kick away. It's a high knuckleball straight up in the air. Schmitz calls for the fair catch at the 38-yard line, and that is where Bentonville will take over.
I noticed Carson was out on the kicking formation there.
In talking with Coach Hobbs this week, he said that, it's all hands on deck this week.
Right.
You're going to see some offensive guys playing defense, and you're going to see some defensive guys playing offense. We saw DJ on the play before the timeout come out in the slot receiver spot, and now he'll return to his normal cornerback spot. Across the front, Bien Lolan, Junior Rodriguez, Winton Cabe, and they're your starters. Shempal, Easton Hahn inside, Yandel Sanchez, Marquise Coben are your outside backers. Jacoby Mason, DJ Manuel on the corners, Raxon Resham, Jed Wallace, the safeties. This is the first play for Bentonville. That's Blair Irvin in motion. Slepecki fires near side pass. Schmitz at the 35. Going to get across the 40. He'll get near the 44-yard line, so they'll pick up about 6 on the first play of the ball game.
Easton's lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out.
We're going to give him the 44, so it is a 6-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Lepecki is in the shotgun. Ficklin alongside. It's a 3 wide receiver set with Grundy in at the tight end spot. That's Prevost in motion. They're going to hand it to him, trying to get to the outside. 45-yard line. He's going to be knocked down close to first down yardage. Looks like they're going to give it to him at the 48.
Good job by Cumtack that came in for Easton, just trying to set that edge right there, made him cut underneath and got just enough to bring him down.
4-yard pickup does move the sticks out to the 48-yard line. Clock stops momentarily at 8:26 to go in the quarter. Now winding. 1st and 10 for Bentonville. Springdale on the season +3 in turnover margin. They're going to need a couple tonight. Slow down this Bentonville offense. Ficklin's the deep back behind Cole Slepecki. It's Irvin in motion. He'll come near side. They're going to try a toss coming near side. This is Ficklin across the 50. inside the 45, still going down at the 44, now check that, the 37-yard line. That'll be a first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Yeah, that, safety's got to come downfield and make a play right there. And I think they're just trying to see what our safety's going to do. And he kind of let him get through a little bit instead of running downhill a little bit.
So they'll put the football at the 38 of Springdale, 1st and 10.
Little bunch set.
Ethan Hoffman is checked in at the tight end spot. He's number 97. They're going to fake the pitch. Slepecki, pass complete at the 28-yard line. It's Prevost still going inside the 25, 20. He's got turf in front of him. He's going to walk into the end zone for a Bentonville touchdown. We do have a flag down at the 41-yard line. So let's see what this is about. That's in the area of holding. And it looks like Bentonville's coming back, so this looks like it's going to be against the Tigers. Springdale will catch a break here.
Yeah, they are. And that was kind of a formation and a play I kind of watched in pregame, the quarterbacks and receivers working on.
So let's see what the call is here. Indeed, it is holding, so they'll march the Tigers back. Something Bentonville does not do quite often is commit penalties. 0 in the last matchup. They're going to mark it back at the 48-yard line. And they'll bring up first down and 20. Line that makes the 28. So they'll wind the clock. Now a change at quarterback.
Yes, I
for
saw
Bentonville.
Seven's down here.
Yeah.
And the coach, I kind of saw a coach look
Evan
at him.
Canode has checked in at the quarterback spot.
And Seven wasn't ready to go in.
So Canode going to take the snap here on 1st and 20. He'll hand to Ficklin straight ahead into the middle of that Springdale defense. He'll get down to about the 43-yard line. 5-yard pickup will bring up second down.
There he goes. He comes back in now.
So Slepecki checks back in. Canode will come to the sidelines. It is second down, 15. Clock running here, 6:40 to go in the first quarter. Springdale's brought in their rush package. That's Jay Glenn and Gavin Jones. Asked Coach about that this week. It's a little wrinkle they've put in. It's 2 of their better pass rushers.
Yeah, and that was something I thought last week we did a much better job getting pressure on the quarterback.
So this is going to be second down, 15. Slepecki in the shotgun. Springdale shows 4 down. Here's Ficklin. And he's going to get maybe 2. Gang tackled there by Springdale.
Great job.
It's going to bring up third down and long.
You got another one. Helmet to keep coming off and having to go out.
Put it down to 41. It's a 2-yard pickup. Bring up third down and 13. Springdale on the season defensively. 54% stop rate.
Looks like Orion's going to play the end. You were talking about everybody
it is
coming
all
in.
hands on deck. Orion Leatu, the wide receiver, tight end, quarterback, is now checked in at the defensive end spot.
Because of his size, his length, and getting maybe some hands in a direction to where your quarterback possibly can't see anything.
2-back set for Bentonville. Slepecki's in the shotgun. He'll throw. Looking left, pass complete, middle of the field. It's Prevost, 30-yard line. Prevost going to pick up the first down, I think.
Let's see where they put it.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down at the 27, so they convert on the third down and 13. And that's one of those you may look back on and say, man, that was an opportunity.
Yep.
So they put it down at the 27. It's a 14-yard pickup on third down and 13. They'll convert their first third down of the night. The sticks will move, and with 5:15 to go here in the first quarter, Bentonville has a first down at the Springdale 27.
Boy, he's a hard one to cover.
He really
in
is.
An open space like that.
That's Irvin in motion. He'll come near side. Slepecki hands to Ficklin. No, he'll keep it. Irvin catch at the 35-yard line. Marquise has him
Stay
wrapped
with
up.
him. Great job there.
Great
tackle. Open field right there by Marquise Coben.
Player Irvin, one of the best players in the state of Arkansas. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup up to the 26. Yeah, no, they're going to give him. Well, they're going to mark him back at the 27. So it's really kind of a half a yard gain. Nice play there by Marquise.
Great play. Great tackle by Marquise. Good read on his. He was triggered there with the play action. Came back and made a great tackle.
Springdale going to go with an extra defensive back here. Brody Webster's checked in for Shem Paul. Springdale showing a lot of different looks this week. That's Prevost in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Here's Slepecki. Under pressure. Steps away. He's going to fire. He's got Prevost on the far side at the 25, 15, 10, 5. Prevost into the end zone. Touchdown, Bentonville. Or check that. It was Ficklin with the touchdown.
Yeah, just a check down. He just kind of hit out to the side there. We put the rush on the quarterback, and he just checked it over to Ficklin, and Ficklin was able to put it in the end zone.
Salee in to try the extra point. Take a look at it here. Junior Rodriguez had an opportunity there.
Yeah.
But you let Ficklin get away in the flat, and he is a dangerous player, and he sails into the end zone for 7. And check it, it's going to be Gio Puga in to try the extra point. That kick's on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 4:14 to go here in the first quarter. Bentonville 7, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. The Bentonville scoring drives 8 plays, 62 yards. Chris Ficklin with the last 27 on the pass from Cole Slepecki. It's 7-0 Springdale. 4:14 to go here in the first quarter. Shout out to my mom and dad staying up late watching us back in Virginia. Mom, Dad, glad to have you along here. Dog's going to get the football. Jacoby Mason back deep. Aaron Casanos, DJ Manuel as well. Puga's got it teed up. A lot of different wrinkles we saw from Springdale there in the first drive. O'Ryan at a defensive end, a 5th defensive back coming in. Springdale doesn't do that quite often. So Springdale trying, pulling everything out here in the first quarter.
It's good to see that, too. You know, they're able to try to put some things together to try to make a difference.
The kick is short, going to run out of bounds there at the 24-yard line. So Springdale's going to take over with reasonably good field position. They'll start at the 24-yard line. First drive, 13 yards on the first play, then a fumble. Kind of pushed them back to 3rd and 18, and Springdale was behind the sticks at that point. You can't make those kinds of mistakes against this football team.
No, they're really good offensively and defensively. They just make plays. They put you in the huddle, and they're going to make you have to make the mistake.
Carson Hayter will bring out the offense. He'll have an empty backfield. DJ Manuel is checked in at a wide receiver spot. Boy, we are seeing some different personnel here from Springdale on this drive. O'Ryan and DJ come near side. That's DJ and Manuel. They're going to pitch it to him. DJ trying to get outside, 20-yard line. DJ, 25, cross the 30-yard line. Nice play there on first down. DJ's first career catch.
We'll take 6 yards on that.
Absolutely. DJ Manuel with his first career reception. It's going to be a couple of, we'll call it 7.
Yep. Good job there. Again, first downs are big.
Absolutely. Springdale just wants to keep those sticks moving. 7 yards on first down. That's a play we haven't seen from Springdale.
That's a play they haven't seen.
Exactly. So now, 2nd down and 4. Rancel Oriana is the deep back. Easton Hahn, the tight end. That's Wilder in motion. Here's Rancel straight into the middle of that Bentonville defense. He's going to get close to the first down yardage.
That was a good hard run.
He's going to be about a half yard short up to the 33.
Well, he kind of got there, and when he got there, he kind of gave an extra burst there and just kind of rolled the line about 2 or 3 yards, brings up a 3rd and really short.
Springdale with a 3rd down here, 0 for 1 tonight, 35% on the year. This is the 3rd down length that I think Coach Hahn loves.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of options here for this offense. Looks like Springdale's going to go down into the flex bone. Carson Hayter under center. There's that quarterback lead. First down across the 35-yard line.
Man, if he doesn't get tripped up right there, he may be looking for some extra space right there.
So 3-yard pickup moves the sticks. Much better start here in the first quarter for the Dogs.
Most definitely. Just controlling the ball makes a huge difference.
2:45 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale with the football. They'll go back into that pistol set. Orion Leatu to the top of the screen. Albert Burge, who's become very dangerous in the last couple of weeks. He comes near side. That's Wilder in motion. Carson to throw. Looking for Easton Hahn. Incomplete at the 50-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down 10.
Good. I think the play call was good. Just they had it defended pretty well. Carson put it probably right over the top, and it was probably a good thing he tried to throw that over there. It may have been the other way if we don't.
It's just one of those things you have to do every now and then just to keep them from creeping down. Yeah.
That's right. Make them play the whole field.
2nd down 10 upcoming. 2:21 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale comes in averaging 240 rushing yards per game, 76 through the air. Last week put up almost 400 yards on the Cabot Panthers. This 2nd and 10, 5 on the play clock. This is Carson Hayter. And he's going to go down back at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 6-yard loss, and now Springdale once again behind the sticks. It's going to be 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, they're just, Bentonville, when we get in that option look, they're going to try to bring an extra player every single time, whether it's play side, backside, and that time it just happened to be backside, just kind of ran us down from the side. They strung it out. They did a really good job with some defensive linemen, and they were able to string it out.
Line to make will be the 46-yard line. Clock running, 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale taking their time here in the huddle here. 7 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry or burn another timeout. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And Springdale's going to get flagged for a delay of game. No, they're going to get the timeout. Okay, so we'll take the timeout with them. 1:32 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
7-0 our score, 1:32 to go here in the first quarter. Springdale facing a 3rd down and 16, and it's 2 plays forward, 1 play back, but that 1 play is really putting them behind the sticks.
Yeah, these are things that we've got to eliminate the negative plays, and once I think we can get that eliminated, I think you'll see us, do a lot better offensively and keeping our guys on the field and keeping the Bentonville offense off the field.
So this will be 3rd down and 16 upcoming for Springdale. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Springdale trying to win their first second-round playoff game since 2005. This is a huge play on 3rd down. Carson pumps, pass, batted up in the air. It's going to fall incomplete at the 27. And Springdale's going to have to kick the football.
Center lost his helmet again. Well, that's one of the things that he's kind of had plagued with this kind of the years, losing a helmet every now and then.
So A.J. Woods will come on to kick. First kick was 31 yards. I don't know why the clock is running.
Good question.
All right. Either way, we're not going to be able to back this up. Back deep for Bentonville is Conrad Schmitz. AJ gets this a better kick this time around. High spiraling kick comes to Schmitz at the 35-yard line where he makes the catch. And that's where Bentonville will take over. So 2 disappointing drives for Springdale on their first 2, but I think they feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of about where they are. I don't think they feel overmatched. It's been more Springdale than anything.
More self-inflicted. Yeah, exactly.
So this is a 35-yard kick this time for AJ, back to the 35-yard line. Springdale going to send the defense out. Played pretty well on that first drive, just gave up a big play.
Right.
So exactly 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Slepecki brings the offense out. He'll have Ficklin alongside. Feels like a Ficklin has been at Bentonville for 75 years, and they've all been good. This is Ficklin trying to get outside. It's got the 35-40. Going to be run out of bounds past the 40-yard line. Going to be close to first down yardage. Looks like about 8 on the carry. The clock will stop with 55 seconds to go.
Yeah, they look like out on the perimeter there might have been a little grab of the outside shoulder, and I think that's what Coach Chick's asking the official down there.
7-yard pickup on first down brings up 2nd down and 3. Kind of a weird formation here.
Yep.
Prevost kind of in an offset formation there. Ficklin will go right in front of them. They're going to take it. They're going to take it and throw it to him.
To the
Prevost going to throw it back to Blair Irvin at the 37. He's got nothing but turf in front of him. DJ Manuel, the only Springdale player out there. 35-30. Irvin still running. 20-yard line. Cuts back. Marquise is going to drag him down at the 6. No flags. And you talked about it. That's the thing that they do, and Springdale just not ready for it.
Yeah, you know, with the formation, the way it's set up, he's backed off the line, so they're going to throw it back, and then they send the guy back across like it's double, and then throw back a screen back to the other receiver.
And put Bentonville down at the 6-yard line. That play goes for 52 yards. This is 1st and 10. High snap, Slepecki catches it, and he's going to keep it. No, it's Pratt with the football. Good play there by Springdale to knock him down at the 5-yard line. Kind of a disjointed play from the start.
That was a good grab by the quarterback, because if he doesn't get that, it goes over his head. We're talking a different situation here.
Ball at the 5-yard line, clock running, 9 seconds left to go in the quarter, and I think that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. So our score after 1, Bentonville 7, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Welcome back to Bentonville. We start the second quarter, 7-0 our score. I think if you look at the scoreboard, Springdale's real happy with where they are. I don't think they're real happy with what just happened there at the end of the quarter.
I agree. That, and because I feel like the two series of our offense, they've kind of self-inflicted themselves a little bit, and that's probably what's real frustrating with the coaching staff. Defensively, you throw a wrinkle in there, and you knew the formation when you mentioned it, a different formation, and sure enough, they throw back, and then they throw a screen back to one of their better players on the field, and once you get an athlete the ball in open space, it's he can make a lot of things happen.
So it's going to be second down at the 5-yard line. Slepecki will bring the offense out. Ficklin is in the backfield alongside. Irvin and Schmitz go far to the left. 2 tight ends in, Ethan Hoffman, Julian Grundy. The tight ends for Bentonville off to Slepecki's right. Springdale moved at the snap here. This is Slepecki firing pass. Knocked away there by DJ Manuel. That play really, I think Springdale stem got them.
They sure did.
Slepecki
and
wasn't
about 4 of our
expecting
guys were pointing like they moved early. Not a whistle. And then they had a back shoulder throw. DJ was there. And just about had a chance at an interception.
We'd have to go back and look at it, but I think the stem got him.
Yeah.
And the center snapped the ball. Slepecki's not ready for it. And now this brings up 3rd down and goal. Huge play here for Springdale in the second quarter. That's Grundy in motion. Slepecki hands to Ficklin. Ficklin, nowhere to go. Brought down at the 10-yard line. Springdale.
Great job right there.
Yes, Jacoby Mason, Braxton Resham, the 2 dogs that were there. And now you got 4th and goal at the 9.
Well, looks like the field goal's coming out. Great. That is a great win on the defense right there.
Here it is right there. I mean, you see it. Jacoby's first there. They seal that edge.
Yes, he did a great job. That's a great job by a cornerback sealing the edge right there on a really good football player.
That's right. Puga in to try the field goal.
How about a block right here and take back? Let's go, guys.
They're going to put it down at the 21. 31-yard attempts on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 11:15 to go here in the second quarter. Bentonville 10, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
The Bentonville scoring drives, 6 plays, 56 yards, 31-yard field goal from Gio Puga, and you said it during the timeout there. That's a win for Springdale's defense.
Yes.
Springdale's defense stands strong after 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, they give up the 52 yards on the screen and be able to come down here on 4 plays and shut them down. That's really good. Good job.
Back deep for the Dogs, DJ Manuel, Jacoby Mason, Aaron Casados. Gio Puga has it teed up.
You can definitely see a difference in how our guys are playing tonight.
Absolutely. This is going to be a huge offensive series for Springdale. Try to get back in the ball game. Remember, A.J. Woods is good from the 40-yard line in. Puga angling to the far side.
Yep.
Going to go out of bounds, and smart play there by Aaron Casados.
Great play by Aaron Casados right there. Give us the ball at the 35.
So Springdale going to start with their best field position of the night at the 35-yard line. And now I think they've got a little bit of confidence that they can move the football. They've just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Exactly. And I think being able to play it, stop us there on defense, and let the offense feed off of that. Last week we did a really good job of feeding off of each side of the ball. So, hopefully they'll do the same on offense.
11:15 to go here in the half. Springdale down by 10. Carson Hayter going to bring the offense out. He's got Rancel Oriana behind him. Going to go back into that over formation where Orion Leatu is technically the tight end, I guess.
Yeah, they got actually. Yeah.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Carson to throw. Coming near side looking for Albert Burge. Incomplete at the 37-yard line. Dangerous pass there. Tristan Brown on the coverage.
Across the field like that. That was real dangerous.
So to bring up 2nd down and 10. Springdale has they found some room on the outside. That was one of those things they've just got to loosen Bentonville up a little bit because the safeties are coming down at the snap of the football.
And you're seeing a couple of things. Coach Hahn's thrown in some wrinkles here, different formations, different looks. So it's making the defense have to, again, defend the whole field.
This is going to be 2nd down and 10. This is Rancel with room, 40-yard line, still on his feet. He's going to get about 6 on the play to the 41-yard line. It'll make it 3rd and manageable.
You bet. We'll take that every time. Good hard run by Rancel. Good job.
Rancel had a huge week last week, and now we've got another Bentonville player on the ground here. This is Julian Grundy. This is a big loss here. This is their best defensive lineman.
Yeah, defensive end, isn't he?
Holding his hand.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to walk off the field, and we'll just kind of hold it here while he walks. But let's just hold it here. We'll talk about this right here. 3rd down, 4 upcoming. 10:43 to go here in the first half. Springdale, I think, feels like they're in the ball game for sure. Much better start than we had the last time here, but got to get some points on this drive.
Right, yeah, I think that's exactly right. The big play is going to be right here, getting this 1st down, keeping the drive alive, and then come out and just set the play. And you can see Grundy coming off the field there in a lot of pain with his hand. So we'll kind of see what happens with that issue. That's a big loss for them defensively.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that plays out. You're going to see something right here coming with the offense. And like I said, this may be two down territory if we need it.
14-0. Bryant leads Fayetteville at the end of the first quarter, so we're getting some scores from around not just the 7, but around the state of Arkansas. This is going to be 3rd down and 4 for Springdale. Yet to convert a 3rd down tonight. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. Carson throws, pass, caught by Easton Hahn at the 49-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Cameron Thornton-Meade had a hand on the football. Springdale catches a break and gets the 1st down.
Great job right there by Carson. Just
There's a look at it.
Little jump pass there, gets his hand, and Easton just says, I'm going to find the ball, and he does.
He will take it. That's going to move him up to the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. Moves the sticks.
Those are plays that we have to have tonight.
This is going to be 1st down and 10. It's Easton's 21st reception this season. Here's Rancel. He's going to get knocked down at the 50, maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah. They're doing a really good job on their defensive line, being able to string the zone backside out, and they try to defend an extra guy on the option side of it. So it's one of those things where you just keep pounding, and over the course of the game, just like we talked about last week, it was 3, and then as we got to going, it ended up being 13, 14, 15 yards.
2nd down, 9 upcoming, clock running, 9:39 to go here in the first half. Springdale's got 2nd and 9 upcoming. Wilder Larice is the tailback. Here he comes. No, it's going to be Carson. He's going to get to about the 46-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd down, and the 41's the line to make, so it's going to set up 3rd down and 6. Oh boy, they're going to put it back at the 47. I thought Carson made the 46, but it brings up 3rd down again. Springdale converted their last 3rd down. 35% on the year. They convert 38% on 4th downs. play here in the first half. Springdale needs to convert. Carson Hayter will be in the shotgun. Rancel Oriana alongside. Ryan Leatu comes near side. Carson to throw. Chased out of the pocket. Carson Hayter. Pass incomplete at the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down. We'll see what Coach Hahn and Coach Hobbs wants to do. I think you got to go.
I think they're
going to send out the punt team.
Yeah. I think early in the game, you know, if it was a little bit shorter than 6 yards, they probably would. You know, if it's inside 4, 4 to inside, I think they'd probably go for it. But with it being 6 yards, this is probably the best play right here.
Schmitz drops back deep for Bentonville. He's got his toes on the 15-yard line. This will be AJ's 3rd kick of the night. Again, came in averaging 39. His kicks tonight 31 and 35. He gets into this one, a high spiraling kick coming to Schmitz at the 12-yard line, 13-yard line, and that's where Bentonville will take over.
Good kick there. Good job flipping the field.
So they'll put it down. Looks like they're going to put it down at the 13. So the kick is 34 yards. And now Springdale's defense is going to be asked to make a stop here with 8:30 to go in the half. Down 2 scores. They've played pretty well. Bentonville's just gotten out of jail a couple of times.
Right. You see looks like an extra defensive back here.
Now, something to keep an eye on is Grundy is their tight end.
Right.
So that's one of those positions now that may not be available to them. 3 wide receivers set to the left of Cole Slepecki. 1st and 10 for Bentonville. Springdale shows blitz. They fake out of it. This pass going to be complete to Irvin far side. He's going to get across the 20-yard line and dragged down there by DJ Manuel.
You know, the quarterback does a really good job. He's got a good, strong arm, and they're throwing it, I know, to DJ's side. But DJ's good enough at some point if they try the wide side of the field that he's going to bait them into that throw, and he's going to take it the other way.
8-yard pickup's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. Clock stopped with 8:24 to go in the first half. Slepecki in the shotgun. He's got Ficklin alongside. They're going to hand to Prevost. Jet sweep coming near side. Prevost across the 20. Cuts back. And it's going to be run out of bounds at the 27. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Run out there by Easton Hahn.
You know, again, Jacoby's doing a really good job at the cornerback, just stringing it out and setting that edge. He's done a really good job doing that.
So this is going to be 1st and 10 from the 27. Slepecki looking for Schmitz. 2 guys there for Springdale. It's going to go incomplete.
That's a good defensive play right there.
Kind of shocking. Slepecki is as efficient as he is throwing into double coverage. Yeah. Jacoby and Brody Webster back there on Schmitz.
Well, if you remember last time, they got a PI there in the end zone when he intercepted the ball last time with Waddle.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And of course, the receiver's looking like, hey, where's the flag? But that was a great defensive play right there. They tried the little fake reverse and quarterback keeping it, and that's what they do.
Bunch formation. This screams screen.
You know, they
send Irvin in motion. This is Ficklin across the 30, and he's going to get close to 1st down yardage across the 35. They're going to put him down at the 35. So they'll bring up 3rd down. 8-yard pickup makes it a 3rd down and 2. Bentonville on the night on 3rd down. 1 out of 2. Clock running. 7:47 to go here in the first half. A rapidly moving first half.
Yeah, it is. I've yet to see the tight end come back in, so they're playing their backup. I think it's 97, what it looks like.
This is Ficklin, and he is
great tackle
really
by
close
Raxton.
to 1st down yardage. Let's see. Looks like he's going to be about a half yard short.
I think so too.
Well, this near side referee's giving him the 1st down. They're going to put it at 37 and move the sticks.
Wow. Our side gave it about a half step behind that, and theirs moved it up.
So the Tigers get the 1st down. They convert it by less than a half of football.
Yeah.
Clock stops momentarily at 7:16. Now running. This is going to be 1st down. Slepecki under pressure. Marquise has him back at the 25-yard line. Down he goes.
Marquise Tobin.
Yes, sir.
He's And like you said, you mentioned it earlier, how we got a chance to watch him develop. You're seeing now, he didn't do those things early in the season.
No, he did not.
But the more he's played, the more confidence he's gotten. And I'm telling you what, he's kind of been a force to be reckoned with
really
the past couple of games.
It's going to be a 10-yard loss back to the 27-yard line. It'll make it 2nd down and 20.
That was
Marquise with the sack, his
huge.
2nd of the year.
Yeah, the big play right here is just getting, and the big plays, we got to eliminate the big plays on defense.
Absolutely. Slepecki in the shotgun. That's Ficklin in motion. Slepecki looks near side, pumps with time. Slepecki rolls right. Under pressure, he finds Blair Irvin at the 37-yard line, so they'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Good job right there, and Raxon, he's in that spy mode right there, and as soon as the quarterback kind of broke containment, Raxon went to him, and when he did, it forced him to throw the football. They got half of it, but, hey, we'll take 3rd and 10.
Absolutely. So 3rd down and 10 upcoming. Bentonville 2 out of 3 on 3rd downs tonight. They'll send 3 wide receivers to the left of Cole Slepecki. Springdale shows blitz. Here they come. Slepecki with room in front of him, and he's going to take off and run. And he's going to be dragged down at the 41-yard line. We've got a flag down at the 33, so lots of things to sort out here. Nice tackle on the far side. Marquise is over there again, as well as looks like Raxon.
And where the flag is, it looks like the holding. We'll see here.
So let's see.
I think they're asking Coach Hobbs what he wants. Does he want it 4th down here, or we want to repeat the down? And it's behind the line, so they'll bring it back to the line of scrimmage and then back it up, the new rule.
So let's see what the call is here. Holding it is against Bentonville. Springdale declines it.
4th and 6.
Yeah, it does.
So I
the
think you're
offense
going to
is
see
staying on the
Bentonville
field.
take it. Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
So they put the ball at the 41 of Bentonville. The line to make is the 47. 5:40 to go here.
Watch the hard count.
Absolutely.
This is, you don't want to give them.
That's Prevost coming in motion. Now they'll bring Jack Dunn and Blair Irvin. They'll create a quad set near side. That's Conrad Schmidt. Bentonville just moving back and forth. Now they run Slepecki up underneath center. And then Jody Grant calls a timeout. Good call there on the watch for the hard count.
Yeah.
5:18 to go in the first half. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
5:18 to go here in the first half. 10-0 our score. Score out of Conway. Conway leads Bentonville West 21-14 after 1. Now here's where it gets a little dicey here. If I'm in Springdale, I'm punt safe here. I don't trust anybody.
Right.
Give me the football versus having to do anything else.
Got Easton back deep.
Back deep in punt formation is Cooper Nix. Easton Hahn back deep. He's got his feet at the 30-yard line. Springdale obviously not in rush mode here. Snap is good. Nix gets the kick away. It's a short kick. Easton going to run up and make the catch at the 30-yard line. And Springdale will start with good field position.
Good job.
A win for the Springdale defense.
Yes, exactly. They did exactly what they had to do. Put them in the huddle. And that's what they did.
So Springdale's got plenty of time here. Got one timeout. They have burned 2 already. Springdale's going to start with good field position. They're going to put it down at the 31. So it's a 28-yard punt. Now Carson Hayter will bring the offense out. Behind him is Wilder Larice. This is Wilder straight into the middle of that Bentonville defense. Going to get maybe 2 out of it, maybe 1.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to give him 1 up to the 32.
Yeah, it's a little different look right there, and we thought we had that kind of a little trap look, and he just slipped through underneath the block right there and was able to make a tackle on Wilder. If he gets through that, he's at the second level, and it's a little different issue.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Springdale taking their time in the huddle. This is what they do.
Right. Bentonville, their 2 inside linebackers are really good. They trigger really well. They get to the ball fast.
Talking about Garrett Wolf and Cameron Thornton Mead. Here's Carson on second down. Pass incomplete, looking for Easton Hahn. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Springdale really struggling in the pass game right now.
Yeah, they were able to get some of those plays last week, where this week they're rushed a little bit more. So they're going to have to just kind of, slow down a little bit, take a deep breath, and, it's going to happen. Just got to be a little bit patient with it.
Carson 2 out of 7 passing. Clock stopped. 4:27 to go here in the half. Springdale looking to convert their 2nd 3rd down of the first half. Carson will go into the shotgun. It's Rancel Oriana behind him. Albert Burge near side. That's Wilder in motion. Carson fires. He's got Wilson at the Wilder at the 25, and not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and a 3-and-out. Not exactly what Springdale was looking for right there.
Right. Yeah. They definitely thought, the play before on the pass selection there was a good call, and just got rushed a little bit on that, because if we make that play, we're looking at a different situation on 3rd down.
So AJ's going to come in to kick. 3 kicks tonight, averaging 33.3 yards, and it looks like we've got
Bentonville took a timeout.
Bentonville takes the timeout with 4:10 to go in the half. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Carmart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Carmart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
My name is Adobe, and this is my Chick-fil-A success story. When I started as a team member, I was pretty shy and struggled with my confidence. And now, that same shy person, she owns her own Chick-fil-A restaurant.
Welcome back to Bentonville. 4th down, 9 upcoming for Springdale. What wind there is behind AJ. He's back in punt formation. We got a flag down. AJ gets a sidewinding kick. Schmitz catches it at the 32.
Block in the back. Let's see if
they're not going to call that one, and Schmitz is going to be dragged down at the 45. So let's wait and see what the flag is here.
Oh, now they throw it.
Now we've got the flag down. So this may be an offsetting situation. We'll see. Flag went down late.
Yeah, this one early was probably a illegal formation, maybe, or movement early on the Jacoby, maybe going across the field, turning in. This one definitely, I think, was a block in the back on Raxon.
Block, yeah.
Yeah.
So the referee heads to midfield for a conference. They put Schmitz down at the 45. We'll wait for the decision here. 3:58 to go in the first half. Springdale just not been able to get on track offensively. They played pretty well defensively.
Yes, they have. They really have. They gave up a couple of big plays, and those two big plays turned out to be points for them on the board. But let's see here what we got.
There are 2 fouls on the play. We got motion on the kicking team. We got blocking it back on the receiving team.
So those are going to offset. And Springdale's going to have to punt the football again.
Let's try it again.
So it'll be 4th down and 9. Back in punt formation again is A.J. Woods. This is going to be his 4th kick of the night.
This is a situation where Bentonville took the timeout to try to keep some time. So flipping the field right here by the kicker is huge.
AJ gets the kick out of there. End over end kick, going to drive Schmitz back to the 30. Schmitz with room into Springdale territory at the 45-yard line. Going to be run out there.
Well, they ended up with, about 10 extra yards there after all that's done.
Schmitz with the return. Set Bentonville up at the 45-yard line. And the Springdale defense has been asked to do quite a bit here in the first half as a 25-yard return. And now, field goal, keep this thing at a 2-score advantage for Bentonville. A touchdown here, and Springdale's really kind of dug themselves a hole.
Yeah. It's going to be big, 3:44 left, so it's going to be real important to get these done right.
Slepecki in the shotgun, Ficklin alongside.
They're making
some changes
some
here. Hoffman, the
adjustment,
tight end, is going to come near side. Easton calling out defensive signals. And now we've got a flag down, and it looks like a legal shift. False start.
Easton was letting them know, I can assure you. He doesn't miss a whole lot when he's out there, I can promise you.
That's going to move Bentonville back to the 50.
It was almost like Bentonville waited, saw our defense, and then you see these coaches down here signaling, and they went and checked an audible there to maybe offset what we kind of lined up in.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now. Schmitz and Hoffman to the top of the screen. Blair Irvin near side. That's Schmitz in motion. They're going to hand it to Ficklin. Ficklin going to be hemmed in there. Springdale's got him in the backfield, and he's going to get away. And he's going to wind up picking up 3 yards out of that. Great play by Ficklin, but Springdale had multiple shots at him.
Yandell, it was after him the first time, missed him. Got back up. Ficklin stops, comes back. Yandell has another chance at him, and boy, Ficklin is really good, and Yandell finally got enough of him to slow him down and let the rest of the dogs help him out a little bit.
Sick of Ficklins, you know. They are great players.
They are.
There's
They've
been
all
a
been
slew
really
of
good.
them that have come through Bentonville in the last couple of years. 2nd down and 13 upcoming. Slepecki going to roll near side. Pass complete at the 42-yard line. Irvin steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
About, 8?
Yeah, 3rd and 8, thereabouts.
Yeah, 7.5, 8 yards. Big play right here.
Absolutely it is. It's a 6-yard pickup, 5-yard pickup to the 43. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. Exactly 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Trips will go to the left of Cole Slepecki. Schmitz is the lone wide receiver to the near side. Springdale is going to rush 3, maybe 4. This is Ficklin. Easton misses the tackle, and Ficklin's off. 30-yard line, 25-20. He's going to be tracked down there by Raxon inside the 10-yard line. Easton had a shot at him, just couldn't bring him down.
I couldn't tell if it was Brody on this side, or I'm not sure. But, yeah, the safety did a great job coming down, just missed him for, pretty much at the line of scrimmage right there.
33-yard pickup is going to give Bentonville a 1st and goal at the 10.
Those are those big plays we talked about getting, not.
We talk each week about the middle fours. Bentonville gets the ball to start the second half. Slepecki in the shotgun. This is 1st and goal. Slepecki fires near side. It's Blair Irvin, drops the football at the 10. It'll bring up 2nd down.
We'll take that drop.
Absolutely. Springdale's been tough down here inside the
they have.
Inside the red zone tonight. On the season, Springdale's defense, opponents scoring 82% of the time with 28 touchdowns, 31 out of 38. They've been better of late.
Chess game just happened right there. We bring Shim Paul back out there. Their tight end comes out. Well, they go right back. They see us take the Brody out, and Shim stays in there, so they put the receiver right back in. So
2nd and goal upcoming. Ficklin, the running back. They're going to fire near side, pass complete. It's Jack Dunn, his first catch of the night, going to be run out of bounds at the 5. It's Jacoby Mason on the tackle.
Now you're going to see the heavies come in. Yeah, they just they ran that on purpose. They saw us bring in linebacker regular instead of the nickel package, and they tried to take advantage of that look.
So 3rd down and goal at the 5-yard line. Clock stopped, 2:23 to go in the half. Springdale trying to turn Bentonville away again. Slepecki in the shotgun. This is Ficklin going to be dragged down from behind.
Great job, Raxon.
Resham brings him down, and now it's 4th and goal.
Yeah, they backed him up, about to the 9. I think you want the points if you're Jody, and he's going to bring out the. But those are not the points that he's.
No, those are not the points they were looking for.
Nope. He's not very happy right now. Looks like he's talking to Ficklin like he missed his hole. And but you know what? When you see body language like that on their sideline, that's a good thing.
Giopuga in to try the extra point. Jack Dunn is the holder, who has already hit from 31 in the first half. This one on the way.
Jacoby was inches away. Did you see that? Man.
So our new score with 1:40 to go in the half. Bentonville 13, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
1:40 to go here in the half. The Bentonville scoring drive, 7 plays, 37 yards, and it is, we're in the middle fours here.
Yeah.
And Springdale's down 3-0 in those middle fours. Springdale's defense has played really well tonight.
They played really good.
Gave up 63 the last time we were here,
Right.
just 13 here in the first half. They're in the ball game, but Bentonville's going to get the ball to start the second half. Springdale's got to get something out of this.
Yeah, I think you're right. Going back to the defense, it's almost like we give up a big play and we turn around and we tighten the screws down. Let's tighten the screws earlier, and maybe we get them to punt versus getting 3 points out of it.
Got to change at kicker, so this is one of those coaches used to say alert, alert, alert.
Watch,
Blake
onside.
Stroud is into kickoff. He's going to kick near side. Casados, that's Albert Burge at the 20. Albert's going to get out to the 30-yard line, so Springdale starts with good field position here. They haven't had much in the run or pass game tonight. I think we kind of expected it to be a grind against this Bentonville defense. But now, with 1 timeout left, they burned 2 already. Springdale's got to find something as far as points go.
Yeah, and I think you might see a chunk play right here to see if they can get something big, and then you may, with the minute 34, they don't want to rush something and then cost them either.
Springdale going to spread it out here.
DJ's in the backfield again.
3 wide receivers. DJ Manuel is the deep back. Orion Leatu near side. Bentonville shows blitz. They're going to pitch it to DJ. DJ Manuel, 30-yard line. Going to get out of bounds. About a 4-yard pickup on that play. That's his first carry as a Bulldog.
Good job there. He just got in there behind Wilder, or was it by Wilder, and Wilder did the blocking, and DJ just kind of put his hand and just got out of bounds right there, saved a little time.
4-yard pickups. Clock stops. 1:28 to go here in the half. Springdale pulling out all the stops here, as they should.
Yeah.
Got nothing to lose here. This is Bentonville, the 1 seed out of the West, 10-0 on the year. They're the conference champions. And Springdale's giving them all they want here in the first half.
Yep.
So Springdale spread it out 5 wide. Carson Hayter is the quarterback. Carson, pass. Looking for Wilder on the slant. Pass incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah,
Coach Hahn not happy in the room next door to us.
That's a great play call right there. And you get that, and then it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 possibly, or if he catches it, maybe make that guy miss, and who knows.
Yeah. So it's 3rd down and 6, 1:25 to go. The thing you got to be careful here is that you give the Bentonville the ball back with 1 timeout, as explosive as they are. Certainly don't want to give them a whole lot of time.
That's right.
1:25 to go. Springdale breaks the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to empty the backfield again. Same formation. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. Carson to throw. Pass. Complete. Orion Leatu, 41-yard line. First down.
Yep.
Springdale's going to have to hurry to the line. 7-yard pickup gives Springdale the first down. Clock now moving. 1:18 to go. Wilder going to come into that slot position. DJ Manuel will go behind. Springdale does have 1 timeout left. Here's DJ. He's going to get run out of bounds, maybe a yard on that one. Like the idea, as explosive as he is. Uses his feet. Stops the clock, 56 seconds to go. Boy, I like that big frame of 11 over there. He is hard to handle. Springdale's got plenty of time on the play clock. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
Looks like we got something with the officials here.
Clocks are still, play clock is still moving. So they reset the play clock. They put 4 seconds back on the clock, exactly 1 minute now. Now they wind the play clock. Springdale with plenty of time here. The clock's stopped after the out-of-bounds play by DJ. And now they'll bring 3 wide receivers near side. Bentonville shows blitz. They're going to hand it to Wilder. Big hole, 50-yard line, 45-40. Wilder Larice down to the 37-yard line.
Good job right there. We still got a timeout. Be smart right here. Looks like Wilder's trying to find an official. We can't get an official. He's kind of walking instead of hustling. To me, the official's got to hustle up and set the play.
Clock now moving, 53 seconds. That carry puts Wilder over 1,000 yards this season. And he's going to get maybe one out of that. Springdale going to have to hurry back to the line. Clock moving here, 41 seconds to go. They are within AJ's range. Springdale races back to the line. This is Carson. Fires pass off the hands of Easton Hahn. And they're going to say incomplete. So it's going to bring up third down, 28 seconds on the play clock. Carson on the night passing 4 out of 11, 22 yards. He came in at 49%, but his thing is the play action game, the deep shots to Easton. 28 seconds to go here from this range.
It'll be tough.
43, 53 yards, which is well within.
It's in his range.
Well within his range.
I'd like to see us get about 4 or 5, at least get to the 30.
Springdale spreads it out, Carson to throw. And we've got whistles and a flag.
You know, these.
It's like Springdale didn't get set.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know why we were over here. The coaches on this sideline have been barking at this official on this side, so.
Offsides, wow. Okay, so Bentonville has been very penalty prone here in the first half. That's going to move it 5 yards closer down to the 31-yard line, make it a 3rd down and 3.
Much more manageable and definitely a little bit closer for AJ as well.
Line to makes the 27. You know, AJ's been good from 47 twice, 50 and 56. Hit a 50-yarder last week against Cabot to open the scoring. Hayter in the shotgun. Carson to throw. Taking a deep shot, looking for Albert Burge, incomplete. We got a flag down with 22 seconds to go. It's going to be interference against Bentonville, against, looks like Mull. And he is running his mouth at the official. He does not like the call at all.
Wow.
So let's see what we got here. Coach Jody Grant does not like the call at all. And that will be, if it is against Bentonville, that will be a first down for Springdale. Sure enough, pass interference. That'll move the Dogs 15 yards closer, now well within AJ's range.
Yeah, they're definitely not happy on this sideline, that's for sure.
No, they are not. It's going to put Springdale down at the 15.
Still have one timeout.
Still have the one timeout left. Boy, this is Orion Laatu territory. Carson Hayter in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his right. Carson looking in the end zone. He's got DJ, and he overshot him just a little. Well, DJ, he's gonna be tired tomorrow, but I mean, he is getting a lot of snaps on offense and a lot of snaps on defense.
Yeah, you know, and that's something I think they've done this week to kind of get him ready and prepared for that. And of course, in junior high, he had to. Not
Absolutely,
an option.
yeah.
And we had to use him where we could, and he's a great athlete. He can play wherever he needs to.
They're going to flip the formation. Orion Laatu is going to go to the top of the screen. Albert Burge comes down. They'll empty the backfield again. Hayter in the shotgun. Carson, quarterback draw with room. 10-yard line, 5. He's going to be close to the first down. They're going to give it to him at the 5, so Springdale's going to have to go or call the timeout.
11 seconds.
Yep, looks like they're going to try and kill it here. You can hear Coach Hahn next door saying kill, kill, kill. He takes it, spikes it, and with 9 seconds left, the clock's still running. They ran 2 seconds off.
Yeah, they did. They ran some time off.
So it'll be 2nd down. Gutsy call there to run the quarterback draw. Looks like they're going to put time back on the clock.
Probably go to 10, yeah. And it's going to be 2nd down, so, you know, to me, you got possibly with one timeout, you can run the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, or you could throw twice.
Yep. Yeah. 10 seconds to go on the clock. 1st and goal for second and goal, excuse me, after the spike. Springdale's got 2 plays essentially.
Yep.
And then you're looking at A.J. Woods to come on for a field goal. This is 2nd down and goal. They'll spread DJ and Orion to the top of the screen. They'll empty the backfield again. Carson to throw. Back shoulder fade. Orion Laatu just out of his reach.
Man.
We've been begging for that all year long.
Great play call right there.
Absolutely. Just a little high on the pass.
And I think Carson's probably thinking if I give a 50-50 ball, Orion's going to get that. and that's what he went right there. You know,
Don't
it's
hate
third
the
down
idea of
and-
going right back there
Yep.
to Orion Leatu.
You know,
That
and I-
6'6" frame is hard to overshoot.
You know, and that's one of those things you take your chances. I think, you know, you got a kid that's 6'4" against a guy that's, you know, 6 foot.
Absolutely.
You got to take your chances right here. And this
Same
may be
formation. They'll empty the backfield again. 3 defenders go over to Orion Leatu. Now Carson going to take off and run. He's got room into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale.
Great.
Carson Hayter
Great
from
run.
5 yards out. The Dogs are on the board.
Well, I tell you what, that was, you talk about a great little pause, look, and then take off right there. You can see right here on the replay. Look at it,
this.
boom, and then just burst.
Puts Meade on his butt, and Carson goes into the end zone. The Dogs
Great job.
have cut it to a touchdown pending the extra point.
There's your middle force.
Absolutely.
On this half.
A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. A.J. on the year, 34 for 37. This one a huge moment for Springdale. Kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 2 seconds left to go in the first half. Bentonville 13, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
As you come back, you can see Carson take off, takes the linebacker right there, and pretty much, like you said, just flat-footed. He didn't have an answer, and Carson just burst right through the middle. Great play call.
The Springdale drives 12 plays, 70 yards, 5 yards. The final for Carson Hayter gets Springdale right back into this ball game. 13-7 Springdale. Bryant leads Fayetteville 35-0 right now. This might be the shock of the state right now. Springdale hanging in with Bentonville, and A.J. Woods has it teed up. A.J., get a little squibber down here. It's going to hit at the 35-yard line. Still rolling. Prevost picks it up. Prevost with room. This is DeQuayne Prevost. Springdale trying to get him. DJ trying to track him down. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Out of bounds. That's going to be the end of the first half.
That's fine. You got DJ on the field for a reason. You know, their best one took off, and they had a chance. But that's why you have DJ on the field right there, and all he's got to do, just make the tackle. That's all you got to do.
Folks, we got a ball game. 13-7 our scores. We head to the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell running to the bank. Hello banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feet program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Harbor High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit.
My credit score wasn't that good.
But Carmart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Carmart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I am the March 2024 Springdale Spotlight winner.
The February 2024 winner of Springdale Spotlight.
I was the winner of the May 2024 Springdale Spotlight.
I'm the Springdale Spotlight winner of summer 2024.
Use the hashtag Springdale Family when posting about the great things happening in our school.
You could win a prize pack just like this.
So don't forget, take it and tag it.
And you may be the next winner.
Hashtag
Springdale
Family.
Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, continuing our conversation with Coach Brett Hobbs. And it's very rare. I looked it up. Springdale and Bentonville have only played multiple times in a year, 3 times, 1913, 1943, and 1944. This would be the first ever playoff meeting. Saw this team 3 weeks ago. Things didn't go quite the way we wanted, but you get a second shot at them. Now, this is one of the favorites in 7A. They're also a team that's been on a bye for a week, coming off a huge win over Bentonville West. Talk to me about sort of the rethinking of the Bentonville game.
Yeah, the first time we played them, obviously, Bentonville is one of the top teams in the state for a reason. We got off to a slow start. It was 21-0 before we could really even settle in and do anything. I think this will be a totally different game. Number one, our kids are coming off 2 wins, getting some of that confidence back. We're playing pretty good football right now, and I honestly feel like if we play to our potential and our best football, I honestly feel like that we can play with any team in the state. And obviously Bentonville is really a team, and we're going to have to play our best football, but also whenever you do have a bye like Bentonville did this last week, sometimes late in the season, it's great to be able to get some guys healthy and re-energized, but also you don't want to kind of break that, that week or that season. You don't want to have a break.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back to Bentonville. Our halftime score, Bentonville 13, Springdale 7. And, Coach, we look around at the scores around the 7A. Fayetteville's down big. Right. Rogers is up big. They got a good one going on down at Conway. It's 28-24. Conway leads Bentonville West. But this one right here, I mean, this has been a tough physical football game, and we're going to take a look at some of the first half highlights. Numbers-wise, if you look at the stats, it's pretty lopsided. Bentonville has almost 200 yards total offense. Springdale with under 100, but it was little things. Springdale's defense played very, very well. Wilder Larice gets them off with a 13-yard pickup on first down. But first quarter, they just kept shooting themselves in the foot. Fumbles, that sort of stuff. Defense, again, twice inside the 10-yard line. They stop them. And give credit to Springdale's defense. They, for a unit that's had its issues, this guy right here, Marquise Coben, has played really, really well, and they have kept this very lethal Bentonville offense. Put up 63 on them just 3 weeks ago to 13 points.
Yep, they've given up a couple of times defensively, big play here and there, but as soon as they give that play up, they tighten the screws down a little bit. So I think, Coach Chick and the defensive staff, they'll do a good job at half, kind of making some tweaks here and there. You can see Carson, he kind of just stymied the linebacker there, froze him up, and scored the touchdown for us.
It's been a surprising first half. I think we've seen bits and pieces of this from Springdale during the season, but we haven't seen it consistently. We saw it, for 4 quarters last week against Cabot, and for 2 quarters here tonight. Springdale is hanging with one of the best teams in the state, and just watching them come out of the locker room, a lot of bounce with the guys in white.
Well, and finishing the half, when we talk about the middle eight, we finished ours like we needed to, got the tackle there on the kickoff return, but coming off the field, the body language of our sideline was much different than the body language of their sideline.
Springdale's going to have to capitalize on that. Bentonville's going to get the football first. I mentioned the stats. For a 13-7 game, Bentonville with almost 200 yards of total offense. Springdale's done a really nice job against a running game, 74 yards. Springdale was 61 of their own, but on the big run that Wilder had at the end of the first half that led to the touchdown from Carson Hader, went over 1,000 yards. He's the first one to go over since Landon Phipps back in 2021. Carson is moving in that direction. Carson needed 76 coming in tonight. Springdale's never had 1,000-yard rushers in the same season.
Amazing.
So, I know that those things are fun, but a trip to the semifinals is on the line here, and Springdale down 6 here. Let's talk about the adjustments here. Defensively, I think they're playing pretty well. A couple of missed tackles have cost them, but that's about it.
Yeah, we missed it. Safety did a great job breaking down early on a 4th down, and we had him at the line of scrimmage, and he breaks it for about 33 yards to get him inside the 10. But, like you said, just a missed tackle here and there. You've seen DJ run to the offensive side and make some really good plays for us over there. He's just a different dimension for us on the offensive side. Not that we need it. We've got guys over there, but, man, you put him over there now. And it just throws everything into, all out of sorts for them defensively, because now what we've been able to do, I think, defensively is make them have to defend the whole field.
Yeah, Springdale's attempted a season high in passes in the first half, 14. Carson was 4 for 14 passing. Effective at times. He hit Orion on a big 3rd down for 7 yards to move the sticks. I think we're going to see more of that in the second half. Springdale's going to have to spread this Bentonville group out. Coach Hansen did a nice job in the first half kind of mixing up the looks. Springdale hasn't moved the ball particularly well at times, but they put together a drive at the end of the first half. They get 7 on the board. And I think going into halftime, Jody Grant's got to be shaking his head a little bit going, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah, exactly. And we talked about, these are some things that, does a Bentonville team that beat us 3 weeks ago, 63-7, come out flat? Or do they overlook us looking for the next week, practicing on Thanksgiving? Those are all things that, they've been in these kind of moments. But at the same time, our guys are playing with a lot of confidence.
They are, and they're playing well, and they're playing hard. And that's, we've seen this team kind of grow up. I keep saying this, week after week after week. I mean, this team is incredibly young. There are a lot of sophomores in that 2 deep. A lot of juniors that haven't gotten a lot of experience. DJ Manuel being one of them. This team has just gotten better week by week. We've had some setbacks along the way, but you see them growing up here and playing with a ton of confidence. And, they're going toe-to-toe with maybe the number 1 team in the state.
Yep.
And they've got them on their heels right now.
That's right.
And now they've got to take advantage of it. This is a huge drive as A.J. Woods tees it up. Back deep, DeQuain Prevost and Evan Mall.
Yeah, I think you're going to see this is a huge first drive, probably one of the biggest in our season, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the biggest one in a long time for the Springdale Bulldogs. They're going to send out the defense here. Bentonville's going to get the football first. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I was looking at the numbers just a minute ago. Our crowd has grown substantially as the blowouts continue here in the second round. This, one of the most competitive games in 7A. A.J. Woods has it teed up. A.J., a touchback machine during the year, kicking into a very slight wind. He's going to get into this one. He's going to send it into the end zone for the touchback. And Bentonville will start at the 20-yard line.
Still looking for that sponsor for the touchbacks.
A.J. on the year, I have this somewhere, 68% of his kickoffs are touchbacks. So to reset Springdale's defense, Bien Lolan, Junior Rodriguez, Winton Cabin, they're up front. Shem Paul, Easton Hahn, Yandel Sanchez, Marquise Coben, the linebackers. Jacoby Mason, DJ Manuel are your corners. Your safeties, Raxon Resham, we've called his name a bunch in the first half. Jed Wallace are the safeties, and look for Brody Foster in that, Brody Webster in that nickel set. 1st and 10 for Bentonville. Cole Saplecki will bring the offense out. Ficklin is the running back. Springdale going to go 4 down here. Linebackers Sanchez and Paul. This is going to be Ficklin into the middle of that Springdale defense. Pops out across the 30-yard line. He's got a first down, going to be dragged down. Looks like Raxon dragged him down. Had him for a second.
But,
couldn't contain
a little power play there, and it looked like our defense was lined up, and I thought we had him right there at the line of scrimmage and hit him, but I think it was the second, lineman that actually hit us, and Ficklin was able to kind of squirt through. He's awful strong as a runner. Does a good job.
11 carries, 78 yards for Ficklin in the ball game so far. That a gain of 12 gives them a 1st and 10 at the 32. Slepecki in the shotgun. This is Ficklin again. Ficklin across the 40, 45-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down. So 2 big runs here. I think we kind of see what Jody Grant wants to do is reestablish the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I think that's what, they went in and said, look, we got to get back to doing what we do on Bentonville side of the ball, and I think that's what you're trying to see here, him try to establish that right now.
2 carries, 25 yards for Ficklin on the last 2 plays. This is 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Ficklin again. And he's going to get close to the 50. They're going to give him the 49, so it's a 4-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now what you're going to watch for is the play action.
Exactly. You got your 2 receivers up top there. Now they're coming down to the bottom of the screen. So
Blair Irvin will go to the top of the screen. Prevost and Schmitz will come near side.
Play action, bootleg, something off of some type of, handoff to Ficklin and then bootleg back, getting one of those receivers to cross the field, in a shallow or a crossing route.
2nd down, line to makes the 45 of Springdale. That's Irvin in motion. He'll come near side. Slepecki to throw. Under pressure, pass off the hands of Conrad Schmitz. They're going to say incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Good job, good defend right there by the defense. The secondary with Raxon and the other safety back deep. DJ on Brown there. Prevost tried to clear it out right there. Prevost underneath, and DJ took the underneath route. Good job.
Ryan Leatu is going to check in at a defensive end spot. Brody Webster in as the nickelback. This is going to be 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play right here.
3rd down and 6 on the night. Bentonville on 3rd down. It's 3 out of 5. Dual running backs alongside Cole Slepecki. Springdale shows blitz. Now they back out of it. Slepecki to throw. Under pressure, slips away. He's got Ficklin in the flat. 1st down yardage, 40-yard line. Still going. He's going to be dragged down at the 36.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a tough one to handle. It's like I said, you have to defend the whole when they send that back out there in the flats. He's kind of their check down. And, twice now they found him. And we just got to find somebody to
15-yard pickup's going to be enough for the first down. They'll put it down at the 36. Clock stopped with 10:18, now rolling. This is Bentonville's opening drive. 5 plays, 44 yards so far. Ficklin, the running back. They'll hand it to him. Ficklin trying to get outside. Easton Hahn's going to track him down. He shot through.
Could have been a tackle for loss right there. I see it. He might have gotten back. I don't know. Let's see where they put it. I think they're going to put it.
They're going to put it back at the
line.
37. So it is about a yard loss.
Yep.
So Easton, on the year, Easton That'll be his 13th tackle for loss.
Brought in a new back. Ficklin's out.
Yep, that's a Pratt. This is 2nd and 11. They fake it to Pratt. Slepecki near side. Pass to Prevost at the 30. Prevost spins, 25-yard line, still going. He's going to walk into the end zone for a Bentonville touchdown, and Bentonville does what Bentonville does.
Yep.
They go right down the field for the touchdown, and now Springdale's going to have to answer.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looked like we had it defended pretty well, and, a quick move here and there, and, man, he's down the field pretty quick.
So on to try the extra point is Stroud. Take a look at it right here, and he is so quick with that cutback, makes 2 players miss, and then he is off to the races. Why he's headed to Arkansas next year. That kick is on the way from Stroud, and good. So our new score, 9:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bentonville 20, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
That's what I think. And I think you're going to see our hands team come out with our 2 deep guys. And
nope.
Let's see here.
Nope. No, it's not our hands team. Yeah, this is going to be an onside kick. 100%. Welcome back to Bentonville. We were just sitting here talking about the conversation that was going on the Bentonville sideline.
Yep.
Jody Grant, the head coach of the Tigers, involved in that. This is, they don't gamble a ton, but Puga's got it teed up, and he's going to get into it. So we thought they were going to go onside kick. Aaron Casados picks up the football at the 17. He's going to get out across the 20 at the 21. It's kind of a shaky start here for Springdale in the second half.
We got to get a better job. You see Aaron kind of slap the ground. He knows, I got to catch that and keep running. And those are things we got, just little stuff. It's just little things like that they pause you a little bit to give them another chance to get down on you. We can't pause. We got to be a half step ahead. Everything we do defensive, we got to make great reads. We got to trigger fast. Offensively, we got to make the right block. So just create those small things and eliminate the big stuff.
Halftime score, Bentonville West trails Conway 35-24. Here, 20-7, 9:25 to go in the quarter. Springdale 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Pitches to Wilder. Ball's on the ground. Wilder's going to fall down on it at the 14. That's the play they open the game with, and Springdale's going to lose 7 yards.
Yeah, those are things we talked about early. And you can't come out the second half on the first play have a minus play for 7.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 17, and Springdale kind of in that shaky mode here that we saw in the first half of the last game. Springdale going to have to settle down here.
Just be patient. Yep.
9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Springdale down by 2 touchdowns. Orion Leatu comes near side. Springdale going to spread it out. 3 wide receivers will come to the right of Carson Hayter. Rancel Oriano, the running back. Carson to throw. Set up the screen, and it's going to go nowhere. They tried the screen to Easton Hahn, and they're going to lose more yards back to the 9. That's a 5-yard loss, and now Springdale really in a hole here on 3rd down. It's a 5-yard loss. And now the line to make is the 31. The ball is sitting at the 10 or just inside the 10, so we'll call it 3rd down and 21. Springdale now with not much in the playbook for this.
Well, I think you may see the spread out, maybe Carson on the quarterback draw here just to try to get some yards.
Orion Leatu comes near side. 3 wide receivers to the left of Carson Hayter. You called it, quarterback draw. He's going to get a couple, maybe up to the 14, 15-yard line. That's it. And now Springdale's going to be forced to punt. So Springdale goes 3 and out. A.J. Woods will come in on the night. This will be his 5th punt, averaging 34.5 so far. Conrad Schmidt's back deep.
This one's huge right here for A.J. to flip the field. We need a big one out of him right here.
Snap's good. AJ gets the kick away. The side of his foot. Schmidt's going to catch it at the 46. And Albert Burge is going to drag him down at the 46. So good coverage there by the Springdale sophomore, but Bentonville's going to start with the football inside Springdale territory.
Yep. Kind of off the side, but he got a good height on it. Albert was able to get down there and make a tackle. Now it's just a matter of the defense, just making sure we get lined up correctly and we pursue and get to the football.
31-yard punt gives Bentonville a 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. 7:19 to go in the third quarter. Slepecki brings the offense out. He's got Ficklin alongside. That's done in motion. They'll fake it to him. Now they're going to hand it to Schmitz. Kind of a double fake there. We've got a flag down. This is going to come back.
They ran this same play against us in 9th grade.
Sure
did. Exact same play.
And they're going to get, I believe they're going to get 74, Paxton Godoti, for the hold.
Well, of course, you know, with the new rule, instead of it being right there back, they'll bring it to the line of scrimmage, which will take it to about the
44. It should be.
Correct.
So we'll wait and see. Indeed. So that will move them back. 5 penalties tonight against Bentonville for 46 yards. Springdale has not been penalized once.
You know, and the penalties for Bentonville have been at kind of key moments for them. And it's, you know, not that penalties are all any good, but they've been in plays where they've had a chance to kind of really change the momentum, and it's kind of been helpful for us.
So it's 1st and 20 back at the 44-yard line. 7:05 to go here in the third quarter. Slepecki has Ficklin alongside. That's done in motion. He'll hand to Ficklin across the 45-yard line, bounces outside with room. Ficklin into Springdale territory is going to be run out of bounds close to the 40-yard line, so they'll pick up about 16 on that carry, and they'll set up a 2nd and short.
Boy, Ficklin does such a really good job there as a running back. He just kind of leans in, gets his shoulder in, tilted inside, and you get that defender to lean inside, and then he just drifts right back to the outside, and he's so good outside too. So
it'll be 2nd and 5, balls at the 41-yard line, 15 on that carry for Ficklin. That'll put him over 100. He's got 14 carries, 110 yards so far tonight. This 2nd and 5, Slepecki in the shotgun. Brings Irvin in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Irvin coming near side. 40-yard line, 35. 30, 25, and he's going to be run out of bounds. And a flag's going to go down. Easton Hahn's going to get called for the personal foul, and that's going to put it inside the 10-yard line, and that's just one of those things Springdale can't do.
Yeah, you know, that's
Springdale's first penalty of the night.
Yeah, Easton, he's just playing hard. Probably a little frustration right there, and you know, it was after the whistle.
Looks like he stepped out of bounds at the 17, so it'll be marked off from there.
First pass, laying out of bounds on defense. Half the distance to the goal.
Half the distance to the goal to put it around the 9-yard line. So Bentonville will have it 1st and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line. This is a critical play, or a critical series here for Springdale's defense.
Yeah, this is huge. We got to really tighten the screws down a little bit right here.
1st and goal at the 9. Slepecki in the shotgun. Slepecki to throw, pass, nearly intercepted. Jacoby Mason had a beat on it.
He had a break. That
Boy,
was really
he did.
good.
It's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think if he catches that and gets where he's at, that's a lot of green grass coming back this way.
Slepecki on the night, 10 out of 15, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight. That one nearly going back the other way. Yep. This is going to be 2nd down and goal. Springdale's defense has been good inside the 10-yard line tonight, forcing 2 field goals. Field goal here for Springdale's defense would be huge. Ficklin, the running back, alongside Slepecki. Springdale showing blitz. They back out. Here comes Ficklin. Runs right into Jay Glenn, and he's going to get inside the 5. Jay had a shot at him, couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, we got to make that. Jay's got to do a really good job of making that tackle right there and securing it. Shem Paul was able to get enough on him and knock him down, but Yeah, Jay did a great job. He's in position right there. Good job.
So it's a 4-yard pickup to the 5.
Just got to finish. Got to finish. Big third down right here.
Clock running, 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Third down and goal. Prevost and Schmitz are to the left of Cole Slepecki. Jack Dunn, Blair Irvin to the right. Slepecki to throw, looking left. Fires, pass, caught at the goal line. Blair Irvin, touchdown, or excuse me, Prevost, touchdown Bentonville. So Bentonville's going to extend their lead here to 26-7, and Prevost's got his second touchdown on the night. Puga will come in to try the extra point. Jack Dunn, the holder. Kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score with exactly 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bentonville 27, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Advanced Manufacturing needs you. For every 4 jobs, there's 1 applicant. Let business industry training take you to the next level. Either as a startup or as an incumbent worker, BIT has your menu.
I came to BIT to advance my skills in the electrical control field. If you want to better yourself, you need to come to business industry training.
The Bentonville scoring drive is 5 plays, 46 yards. 5-yard touchdown pass from Cole Slepecki to DeQuayne Prevost, and now Springdale down 20. This is an all-important drive here.
Yeah. They got to answer right here.
Got to answer right here. Gio Puga has it teed up.
Coach is giving a signal here, so you can see he's pretty adamant about what he's given here. So I don't know if that means safe or.
Yeah, they're very animated down there on the sidelines. Puga gonna pop this one up far side. Casados at the 15. Aaron Casados trying to find some room, and he's going to be dragged down at the 22, so a 7-yard return.
Yeah.
Springdale's going to have field position at the 22.
I think they looked and saw DJ sitting over here, and they kicked it opposite of DJ.
So Carson Hayter going to bring out the offense. Springdale on their first drive of the second half went 3 and out.
Yeah, the first play was kind of a negative yardage, so they got to come back here.
Play they opened the game with,
Yeah.
they got them 13 yards and just puts them so far behind the sticks. Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Springdale, 5:55 to go third quarter. Rancel Oriana will be the running back. Springdale going to spread it out again. 3 wide receivers will come to the near side. Here's Rancel. He's going to get out to about the 24-yard line, a 2-yard pickup on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, they're like you mentioned up front. For them, they're really big up front, and especially in the center. And Rancel's trying to get that zone backside, and boy, they just get a hand and 2 on him, just enough to slow him down. Boy, I'd like to see him break a little bit.
And they move him about close to the 25-yard line, just shy of it. Bring up 2nd down. Line to makes the 33. Hayter in the shotgun, Oriana alongside. Carson to throw, pass, caught. Albert Burge, 27-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Good catch there.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5. Albert's 9th catch on the year. Came in tonight, 8 receptions, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns. This is a huge play here for Springdale on 3rd down. Dogs tonight on 3rd downs, 4 out of 10. Came into tonight at about 38%, so above their average, but you got to feel like we're starting to get into that 2-down territory thing.
Right.
5 wide receivers set for Carson Hayter. He's alone in the backfield. Hayter to throw, pass, complete. Easton Hahn, 1st down.
Yeah, good job. They're spreading it out, and what Carson's looking for is grass. Where's the open field? Easton found it, made the 1st down. Good job keeping the sticks, move down the field, keeping the clock running.
10-yard pickup gives Springdale the 1st down out to the 37. Clock running here, 4:30 to go third quarter. Plenty of time for Springdale to get back in it.
Yep.
The points are at a premium right now.
Yep.
Possessions are at a premium.
We got to answer right here.
Absolutely. So they'll go same formation. DJ Manuel's checked in. He's the young man with the green cleats at the bottom of your screen. That's him in motion. They're going to take it. They're going to hand it to him. DJ is going to get cut down at the 36-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's 23 for them. They're that side linebacker has really made, you know, if he's not on the play, he's done some things defensively to kind of put us in a bad position.
It's Connor Davis you're talking about. That's Connor Davis. No, that is Eli Pearson, excuse me.
Yeah, he's done
He's
a
credit.
good job.
He's done a nice job tonight. Now Springdale going to spread it out again. No, they're going to send Wilbur back behind Carson. Carson with the pump. He's got a man down the sideline. It's DJ. Pass nearly intercepted. Tristan Brown broke it up. Just a little late on that delivery.
Yeah. I'd like to see that one put in at about the 45, just kind of a little bit tighter to him, you know, and just enough air there to allow that defensive guy to get over the top.
Now it's 3rd down and 11. Line to make some 47. Figure if they get half of this, they'll probably think about it. Brown got 2 hands on that one.
Yeah. Just enough air to get him over the top there.
So they'll spread it out. Burge comes near side, lay it to the top of the screen. DJ in the slot to the bottom of the screen. That's Wilder Larice, the running back. Here's Carson. He's got Albert Burge right down the middle of the field. Didn't see him. Easton can't catch it, and that play just sort of dissolved very, very quickly.
He sure did. Well, Albert was just kind of couldn't believe he was by himself, and even you can see him even here. And man, well, that's one you'd like to just have back right there.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 11. AJ comes on. Back deep for Bentonville, Conrad Schmitz. He's got a 25-yard return tonight. AJ, 6th punt of the night. He gets this one out of there. A low line drive is going to hit at the 44, take a Springdale roll. And it's going to stop dead at the 32.
Yeah. The ball bounced to AJ. AJ did a great job scooping it up like a shortstop right there and getting the ball off. So
32-yard punt for AJ is going to give Bentonville the football here. They've been in gear here in the second half. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. They put a lot of distance between themselves and Springdale, and now probably looking for that put-away drive that's going to send them to the semifinals, possibly with a date with Conway.
We'll see. Let's see what happens here with the defense. They're going to come out and trips for the nub to this side. Actually, empty backfield.
Yep, Slepecki alone in the shotgun. Springdale with that down 4. Love that that NASCAR package, the pass rush package. I love what they've done with that. Something that they'll have in their pocket next year. This is Ficklin trying to get outside. Springdale's going to stand him up maybe a yard on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, they probably could have called a little motion there on Ficklin. He kind of jumped and then just came back and probably could have called a motion. They didn't, but it was really close. I'm not sure, you know.
They'll give him 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 as we go under 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. 2nd round of the 2026 Arkansas State playoffs. Bentonville the 1 seed, Springdale the 5. Springdale gave them all they want here in the first half, looking for some momentum here in the second. Slepecki in the shotgun. Springdale shows blitz. Slepecki fires near side. It's Ficklin at the 34 with room. First down yardage into Springdale territory, and he is going to be dragged down. Ball's loose. They're going to say he's down at the 37. Bentonville flips the field into Springdale territory. 29-yard pickup to Ficklin. And now they've got 1st and 10 at the 37. Clock stopped momentarily, now running to 25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Same formation, trips to the right. That's done in motion. Slepecki to fire. Under pressure, he's got done at the 45. With room, 40-yard line. Breaks 1 tackle, still going. 35. He's got maybe 8 or 9 down to the 29. That was a lot of running to gain 9 yards.
Yep. And again, that was the guy that went in motion backfield, and he was their check down. Now they bring Pratt out, bring the tight end back in. So, you know, they're just very multiple on the offensive side. You know, here's what I do like. I like our defense. They've made pretty good adjustments.
They really have.
And the defensive staff's done a really good job getting them prepared. They've done a great job.
This is 2nd and 2. Here comes one of those reverses again. Schmidt's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. This one's going to go at DJ Manuel. He breaks it up.
Man,
he missed
right
that.
through.
He had Hoffman, the tight end, on a corner route, missed him, threw it at DJ. That's the second time DJ's had his hand on the football on the defensive side.
That doesn't happen much.
No, it does not. And I don't, maybe I'm a little old school on this. I don't understand why you're running double reverses, passes, all this stuff.
That's
up 27-7. I mean,
that's what they do.
I know.
They do it in junior high. They do it at the high school, and that's what Bentonville does. And they just.
This is going to be 3rd down and 2. Ficklin, the running back. Got to imagine he's probably going to handle the football on this one. Slepecki in the shotgun. They're going to fire it. Now it's Slepecki on a quarterback draw, and he's going to be short.
He sure
Junior
is.
Rodriguez got him. And it's going to be 4th down and 1. Nice play there by Springdale's junior pass rusher, Junior Rodriguez.
Yep. Great job right there by Junior, being in position to make a play. Doing a great job being patient and making sure he makes the secure tackle. Good job right there.
So it brings up 4th down. Bentonville going to leave the offense on the field.
Yeah, it looks like they're calling for the sideline. Looks like they're calling for the kicker. They may try to jump us off sides here. If they don't get it, they may try a field goal here.
Ficklin, the running back. Slepecki in the shotgun. They're going to snap it. This is Ficklin. Springdale's got him hemmed in, and he gets the 1st down.
Man.
And he's still going. Chris Ficklin breaks 3 tackles, and he walks into the end zone. Springdale had him in the backfield.
Yep, they sure did. That's one of those things that kind of early on in the season that kind of plagued us a little bit, and now you just see our defense. They're in great position. Just got to finish the play.
28-yard touchdown run by Chris Ficklin. That's a pretty good one. Springdale had him.
Yep.
Several players had a shot at him. They just couldn't wrap him up, and
man.
He walks into the end zone for the touchdown to make it 33-7. And
he's a strong runner.
He really is. You can see why this team is one of the favorites to make it to Little Rock. Stroud on to try the extra point. His kick's on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 46 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Bentonville 34, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Springdale got called for leverage on the extra point, so that'll be marked off on the kickoff. But 3rd quarter's kind of gotten away from them. They've been outscored 21-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Really haven't been able to do much on offense. And defensively, you had that play well designed.
Yeah, we did. And we got him, like you said, right there at the line of scrimmage in the backfield. And now you get a leverage call, puts them on our 45 to kick. Definitely probably an onside right here. Or I tell you what, they might try to hit it right at the line, right at the front, see what happens. I think you're going to see the hands team. It looks like you've got guys that, I don't know. I just think that's what with the ball's where it's at. They feel like they've played defense good enough. Our offense really hadn't kind of done a whole lot right now, so you may see the onside right here.
Puga has it teed up. Let's see what he does. They're just going to bang it out of the back of the end zone and right through the goalposts. So Springdale will get the football at the 20-yard line. If you have any designs on a comeback here, if you're Springdale, it's got to start here.
Yep.
You need points, and really you just need to keep Springdale's defense off the field for a little bit.
Yeah, give them a breather right there. Offensively, let's put some things together. And it's not that we haven't had the things. We a pass that just a little bit tighter on the pass there. A missed tackle, up early on Carson on the draw there. So, I mean, just some plays here and there, and it's a different ballgame.
1st and 10 for Springdale, ball at the 20-yard line. Rancel Oriana's the deep back behind Carson Hayter. Carson to throw. Looking for Orion. Nice catch at the 34-yard line. 1st down, Springdale.
Well, he does. He's got such a big frame. It's hard for that defensive guy to come over the top. And, that's what Forrest, saying he didn't catch it. But Orion did a great job using his body, getting the ball there.
What I like is he catches it with his hands.
Correct.
It's really it's something you don't see at this level very often.
No, you don't.
First and 10 for Springdale after the 14-yard pickup. Springdale with a season-high 20 pass attempts tonight. This is going to be first and 10 from the 34. This is Ransell. 40-yard line, still going. He's going to get out close to the 43. They're going to put him down at the 42.
That's the Ransell we like to see for about 8 yards. Positive yards on first down. That's what we like.
We'll put him down at the 42. That's an 8-yard pickup.
That may be the last play of the third quarter.
Yep, that looks like it's going to be, and that is going to do it. Our score after 3, Bentonville 34, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
We start the fourth quarter. Springdale trails by 27, and at halftime, that touchdown, you felt that surge, and you knew Bentonville was going to come out and play well, and they have. They've sort of shown you why they're the number 1 team in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, they are. They came back and did the, just what Bentonville does, and they're going to continue. They do the trick plays. They do the lots of motion, lots of spins, lots of reverses, lots of toss backs. You may come back and see a reverse pass. A sweep pass even. So just get ready for that. Offensively, though, we just need to come out. We've got a good drive going right here, 2nd and 2. Let's just keep the drive alive right here.
Carson Hayter in the shotgun. Carson will throw. With time, fires, pass, caught. So Ryan Leatu with the move into Bentonville territory. First down, Springdale.
Boy, he's a big old body right there catching the football.
And there'll be some questions next season about where Orion will play. He is dangerous as a wide receiver. That's a guy that I don't think they planned on having at the wide receiver spot at the beginning of the year.
And with our offense the way it is, if we can get him involved like that, makes us so much more available to just really open up some more doors for us on the offensive side.
First and 10 for Springdale. They've got the ball at the 49 of Bentonville. Ransell Oriana is the deep back. Here's Ransell with room, 45-40. Ransell first down to the 35-yard line.
Good job. Like I said, that's the Ransell we like to see right there.
14-yard pickup's going to give Springdale a first down. Bentonville now freely substituting with that 27-point lead. They're looking at next week in Conway or Bentonville West. We'll get an update on that game here in just a little bit. Springdale just trying to get a little momentum going, make it a little uncomfortable here in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. We need to tighten right here, put this in the end zone pretty quick, and anything can happen at that point.
First and 10 for Springdale at the 35-yard line. That's Wilder in motion. They're going to give it to Ransell. Springdale starting to get a little bit of a push there on that Bentonville defensive line. Get about 3-4 yards out of that.
We'll take it. Positive yards. That's what we got to have. Well, and like you said, you talked about this early, how young our offensive line is. They're having to really, really grow up with a really mature defensive side over there. And to be able to see these kids get this experience and grow up right in front of your face is pretty good.
42-0, Bryant beats Fayetteville. Here, 34-7, Springdale with the football. 2nd down and 7. Clock running here, 10:22 to go in the ball game. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. They'll swing it out to DJ. DJ inside the 30, still going. DJ Manuel with room. 25-yard line, first down, Springdale.
Good job by DJ, and he kind of put him back behind the sticks. I thought it was a first down for sure.
They're going to put this one down. They're going to put him down just about a half a yard short. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1. But you see the elusiveness here.
He's
sophomore. That is that's a guy that next year is going to be really fun to watch.
You bet.
Springdale drops down into the flex bone. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Ransell's the running back. Here's Carson on the lead. Finds a little room to the outside. And he's got first down yardage down close to the 20.
Good job right there. They watched that play last week against Cabot. You can see they squeezed it in tight. Carson does a great job being athletic as he is and just bounces it to the outside. Makes the first down.
First down for Springdale down at the 22-yard line. Clock stopped at 9:34 until they set the chains. And there it goes. Clock now running. Springdale gets the first down on the outside of the red zone. Springdale's been very good coming into tonight in the red zone. 27 out of 31, that's 87%. 27 touchdowns. Here's Carson to throw. Off the hands of Albert Burge, incomplete. It's going to bring up second down. And that's another sophomore, Albert Burge, that's going to be a big part of this team next year.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you talked about how young we were, and not just on the, we're young all over.
Absolutely. The entire offensive line, minus Angel Cruz, sophomores. And those guys, you know, they've done a great job this year, and they'll all be back next year, lead this offense. This is second down and 10. Carson to throw. Pass caught, Easton Hahn 15-yard line. It's going to be a couple yards short. They're going to give him the 14, so they'll bring up third down and short.
Uh-oh, we got us a flag. Looks like it's going to be on them. That'll give us the first down. The official's looking toward the defensive side and pointing, so looks like
we'll wait and see what they come up with here. Bentonville heavily penalized tonight. Not something that we see a ton of with the Bentonville Tigers. Exactly 9 minutes to go in the ball game. If it's against Bentonville and it's a personal foul, it's going to put it at the 7.
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance.
We're down here talking to head coach Jody Grant. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Bentonville, so that will give Springdale the first down.
Yeah, Coach Grant's not very happy with his players right now, and I don't, you know, and that's not usually the Bentonville team that, you know, you mentioned them getting penalized like they are tonight.
You know, they've been penalized now 6 times for 53 yards. This is going to be first and goal at the 7. Rancel Oriana, the running back. Wilders in motion. This is Carson. He's going to get maybe a yard down to the 6. So we'll bring up second and goal. And maybe a half a yard gain on that play. Good matchup down here at the bottom of the screen between Tristan Brown and Orion Leatu. We'll get to see it again as Orion comes near side. They'll empty the backfield. Wilder Reese will be the slot receiver. Here's Carson, quarterback draw, nowhere to go. Rona's going to bring him down. It's going to be a yard loss, going to bring up third down.
Well, I'll tell you what, that defensive lineman shot through there that time. Thought we had it blocked. Carson paused and then took off, and here comes the defensive line again.
It'll wind up being a 3-yard loss back to the 9. You got to imagine this is 2-down territory for Springdale.
Yes. You know, here you may see kind of what you had alluded to earlier, a little back shoulder throw, 50-50 ball, toss up to Orion right here to the single receiver side. He's up there now. Let's see what happens.
Third and goal, ball at the 9. Carson in the shotgun. Carson, pass incomplete. Looking for Rancel Oriana at the goal line. It's going to bring up fourth down. We can update the game out of Conway. Bentonville West just returned a blocked punt for a touchdown. 35-34 Conway in the third quarter. Bryant has already beaten Fayetteville tonight, and Rogers' last check was up 35-0 on Little Rock Christian.
It looks like AJ's coming out.
AJ Woods coming in to try the field goal. AJ on the year. 10 out of 14, of course, has the 56-yarder, which is second longest field goal in the state of Arkansas history. AJ gets into this one, kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score was 7:24 to go in the ball game. Bentonville 34, Springdale 10. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Springdale scoring drives, 13 plays, 71 yards. A.J. Woods with the field goal, and now Springdale down 34-10. They're going to kick off to Bentonville And, you know, I think if you're Jody Grant, maybe you're dialing this down, looking for, they started rotating guys defensively. They're probably looking to next week, and whoever their opponent might be. Right now it could be Bentonville West, it could be Conway. They got a good one going on down there. We had a good one here in the first half, and then Bentonville kind of took control in the third quarter. And Springdale's not been able to catch up. But still 7:24 to go in the ball game. A.J. Woods has it teed up. Bentonville sending their hands team out. Everybody with a single-digit numbers out there.
Yeah, it sure is.
Back deep is DeQuayne Prevost. A.J. going to try the onside kick. I think Springdale may have it.
Man.
Boy,
we had a chance
Eli
at
Pearson, the guy you were talking about earlier.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's come up and made some big plays for them tonight.
Yeah,
and
he really has.
You know, we had a chance. It was a great onside kick by the kicker, and just didn't come up short there. And they touched it, great kick, and had our chances. And, man, that's one you wish you had. And I think we had our hands on it and just you know, I tell you, it's amazing that ball, what it can do. It can kind of roll around different ways.
So Cole Slepecki, there we go, is going to take the offense onto the field. Pratt's checked in at the running back spot. 7:19 to go in the ball game. Four wide receivers set for Bentonville. Pratt hemmed in the backfield. Good play there by Springdale.
Yep, good job there.
Randall Sanchez. Marquise Coben back there. Junior back there.
Yep.
You know,
great job.
We talk about how young this team is. Junior's back. Yandel's back. Marquise is back.
Yep.
You know, Bien's back. This is
Shempal.
Shempal is back. Gavin Jones, Peyton Holsey. I mean,
Brody.
Brody's. All of these young guys are coming back next year. This is going to be a really interesting team in 2026.
Winton Caben's back.
Yeah, Winton Caben's back. I mean, you talk about the guys who've seen a lot of snaps this year.
That's right.
Second down, 14. Slepecki in the shotgun. He's going to fire. Pass intercepted. Jacoby Mason down the sidelines. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's going to be run down at the 2-yard line. Jacoby Mason with the interception.
Well, and he broke early on the one at the touchdown, and he kind of baited him into getting this one, and just got it right there. And great job by the defense, man. I'm telling you what,
there's a good look at it. Intercepts it at the 49-yard line, and away he goes. Jacoby showing the speed, gets run down just at the 2. Jack Dunn, the receiver, going to run him down, but what a play by Jacoby Mason.
Yep, good job.
So the return puts Springdale at the 1.5-yard line.
Well, yeah, you'll see us go under center, I think, right here. And, of course, we've run the counter the quarterback lead. You know, you may be something a little different here.
First and goal for Springdale at the 2. That's Wilder in motion. Ransell straight ahead, and he's going to be stopped just short. He'll get down to the 1-yard line.
I think you're going to see a combination of this 4 downs. You're going to see Carson read it, pull it. You're going to see him pull it, pitch it, pull it, run it, and just get ready for that.
Second and goal upcoming inside the 1-yard line. Carson Hayter. Waiting for the call. Ransell's got it.
He's got it. He's in the end zone. I don't know why.
And touchdown Springdale. Ransell Oriana. His first touchdown of the night. The Dogs cut it to 34-17, 34-16.
Another flag on them. Looks like defensively. Yeah, and so, you know, you're seeing some things that kind of uncharacteristic out of the Bentonville team. But, you know, hey, we scored. We're coming back. We're not. I don't think it's the game they thought it was going to be.
Oh, definitely not.
And you're seeing some frustration with them on that sideline, and I can promise you Jody Grant's not very happy with that.
So they're going to sort this one out. It was a post-possession foul, so the touchdown's going to count. Ransell punches that one in, and now, Coach, you thinking about maybe 2 here?
You know, I think they're going to use it on the kickoff. Because I think onside kick.
Would you go for 2 here to try and cut this to 2 scores?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to with the clock at 5:56, no doubt.
Springdale is going to go for 2.
And here's where I was talking about. Here's your play action, your pull pitch right here. So get ready for this.
Into the flex bone. That's Wilder in motion. And not sure what happened there.
They got to be early. That looked like our center was back here in the backfield.
Really? Springdale's going to get flagged for a delay of game, and now
they didn't reset. So, yeah, you know, you can hear the coaches over
the coach
there.
is not happy with the call, but they're going to leave the offense out there. I don't know if you can hear Coach Hum, but they're going to throw it on this one. Speaking my love language over there, calling plays. Springdale going to have to hurry up here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Orion Leatu comes near side. Albert Burge to the top of the screen. This a 2-point try. Here's Carson. Fires pass just out of the range of Easton Hahn. Carson winds up on his back, and the 2-point conversion is no good.
You know, there's that Pierce kid again for them, just, you know, putting pressure on the quarterback and just being where he's supposed to be. You know, he's not a very big kid for them, but, you know, he's done things. He's lined up where he's supposed to be. He's come off the edge. He's really done a great job just hustling and effort.
So our score, 34-16. The scoring drive was 2 plays, 2 yards. Ransell goes in from a yard out. And now I imagine that Springdale will try another onside kick. Almost got the last one. Boy, Coach Jody Grant is unhappy. Yeah. He's talking to his safety, Evan Mall. And, boy, he is just letting him have it. Bentonville has been very undisciplined tonight. They're probably going to get out of here with a win, but it's been a struggle. I think this has been a bigger struggle than they thought it was going to be.
I'm not sure why. Oh, the 45.
This is
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I was thinking. Yeah, you're definitely going to see another onside here, and we had our chances last time, and we got 6 to the top and 4 to the bottom here. 2 over here. You might see them come over here. We got them doubled over here. We'll see.
So AJ's got it teed up. Ball at the 45-yard line. This is going to be an onside kick. AJ takes the hop pass. It's caught. This is Mull, and he's going to get across the 40-yard line, and that's where Bentonville will take over at the 43.
Yeah, that one just went a little bit too far down the field. Looked like, you know, coming back, it's like to have seen great kick, great bounce. So we just would have liked to have seen that more toward the numbers, I think, than to the hash.
So Bentonville's got the football at the 43-yard line. 5:52 to go in the ball game. Slepecki's going to bring the offense out. Threw a pick on his last throw. Jacoby Mason returning it 53 yards down to the 2, led to the touchdown. And now the Springdale defense with an opportunity here. Give the offense at least one more shot. Pratt's the running back. This is 1st and 10. This is Pratt. He's going to be dragged down. It's going to be a couple-yard loss. Easton Hahn, the first player there. Be a 2-yard loss back to the 41. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Quayne Prevost checking in for the first time really in a while. We hadn't seen him since the last touchdown at the end of the 3rd quarter. He comes near side along with Conrad Schmitz. Blair Irvin goes to the top of the screen. This is 2nd down and 12. Slepecki. The hand to Pratt, finds a seam into Springdale territory to the 49. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, good tackle there by Raxon. He just kind of snuck through the middle of that right there, and so
10-yard pickup for Pratt's going to make it 3rd down and 2. We're going to go under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Can't imagine that Bentonville's going to get real adventurous here. They'll go 3 to the left of Cole Slepecki. Pratt is the running back. And we got some people moving all over the place. Looks like Ethan Hoffman, the tight end, jumped. Springdale did that stem again.
It looks like Bentonville saying that we're calling the play and it's making them jump off sides. I don't know. It's
puts them back at the 46. It's going to make this a 3rd down and 7. Here comes Gavin Jones into the ball game. Brody Webster coming in. Orion Leatu coming in at that defensive end spot.
Empty backfield.
They'll empty it out. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Tonight on 3rd downs, Bentonville is 5 for 9.
I think you're going to see kind of with this, just a choice route, find some grass and try to get it to him quick.
Springdale shows blitz, and down he goes! Raxon Reshin with the sack, back at the 37. What a play there by Raxon Reshin.
Great play.
Coles Lepecki took a shot. Springdale's going to get the football back.
Yeah, you got to. And that punter, you can't get a new ball. There you go.
Look at this sack here. Great play by Raxon.
Yeah,
his
awesome.
First sack of the year. Puts him back at the 38-yard line. And this Springdale team, man, for the way the season ended, you kind of stumble into the Northside game. You mess around a little bit in the first half. Boy, they found something in the second half. Found a lot against Cabot. And they have played really well here tonight. This is a warning shot for the rest of the 7A. Springdale is coming, folks.
Yep. It looks like you may have got a delay of game.
Man,
back
Junior
them up
pointing
5
at
yards.
them. Yeah, Coach Jody Graham not happy at all with his football team and the referees.
Yeah, Coach Hahn, you could tell a while ago they said they didn't reset. So Jody's saying they didn't reset. So it may be something that, this crew's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And each crew kind of sets the ball, starts the clock. It's a little bit different each time. So the coaches are going to have to make that adjustment as well.
And what we get in the playoffs is you get a lot of Central Arkansas crews that come up here. Northwest Arkansas crews go down to the central part of the state.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. 3:33 to go in the ball game. Back deep for Springdale is Easton Hahn. He's at the 40. Nick's back in punt formation. And got a stoppage out here. Not sure why.
I think they went back too far.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Little math issue here.
All right, so put the ball down at the 33. Clock now moving here, 3:20 to go, 14 on the play clock. Snaps low, Nick's gonna get it out of there. High, spiraling kick coming to Easton Hahn. Gonna hit at the 32, take a Springdale roll back across the 40.
Pick it up, they've touched it.
And that is gonna set Springdale up with great field position.
Got a flag on about the 50. Looks like it may be a hold on us possibly. Just kind of where that's at.
So we'll wait for the call. I can update the score out of Conway, 41-34. The Wampus Cats leading Bentonville West as they start the fourth quarter. Fayetteville loses tonight to Bryant. Rogers a winner. And this is holding against Springdale, so that'll back them up. The Dogs are going to get the football. They're going to get backed up a little bit.
I'm trying to see where they're going to. It should be from the spot, not from the end of the run, though, or the ball, because the hole was inside that.
So let's see what they do, and I think that's what they're talking about right now is where you're going to march this off from.
It looks like they're marking it off from where the spot of the ball was, and the hold was actually at the 50. So
yeah, they're going to put it back from the 44 to the 34.
Yeah.
So they'll give Springdale the first down.
Have to check on that.
3:09 to go in the ball game. Carson Hayter will bring the offense out. 3 wide receivers to the right of Hayter. This is first down. Here's Carson. Chase to his right. Now he's going to throw it at Easton Hahn. That's going to go incomplete. That play, no chance really on that one.
That one just never really kind of developed. That end set that edge there. You talked about the end earlier, how good he was, and he set the edge and kind of made Carson, get out there a little bit quicker than he thought he needed to.
I'm going to have to go look through the record books for the last time Springdale attempted 26 passes. It's been a while.
Been a few.
Yeah, 11 of 26 tonight through the air for Springdale. Season high, 157 yards. This is going to be second down and 10. Hayter to throw again. Boy, he's got Orion right down the middle. Can't come up with it. It's going to be third down and 10. I think he lost track of it there.
It's
just
almost
a little
like
awkward.
he lost the ball. There's
Yeah.
a flag down right here. I don't know what that
may be a
is.
late hit.
Or it's where it's at. It could be a motion on us, where the ball's at.
Well, let's see. Although the officials discussed this. 2:58 to go in the ball game. Here's the call.
With 5 men in the backfield on the offense. With directing the passer on the defense. Penalties will
offset. It'll be second down. Carson got hit late. Knew that one was coming. I did not know the 5 men in the backfield. So it's gonna be second down and 10.
You know, that's something as the receivers, you got to make sure who's on, who's off, and you know that's just one of those things. Being young like that and just kind of making sure everything's set.
It'll be second and 10 at the 34-yard line. Springdale with 4 wide receivers sent. Oriana's the deep back. Here's Carson to throw. Pass intercepted at the 35-yard line. That's Pearson. And he's got room and blockers in front of him, and he is going to get inside the 10. He's going to be dragged down at the 7-yard line. And that will probably do it for this one. Eli Pearson with the interception. We've talked about him quite a bit tonight. He's had a nice night.
You know, and it's usually, you know, when you come to games like this, the second round, it's usually somebody you wouldn't think about. He stepped up and played really well tonight for them defensively. Just kind of been where he's supposed to be.
That's right. They're going to put the ball at the 6-yard line. 29-yard return for Eli Pearson down to the 6, and now with 2:46 to go here, Bentonville pushes this one in. They can start making plans for either West or Conway. Slepecki will bring the offense out. Pratt will be the running back. Haven't seen Ficklin here in the fourth
he's
quarter.
Kind of been out. I've kind of looked. I saw him on the sideline. He's still dressed out. I didn't see him limping or anything. And, you know, maybe they think, hey, we're just going to rest him. And I don't know.
So first and goal at the 6. This is Pratt with room. And boy, Springdale does a nice job there. Who's down at the bottom of that pile? Should have guessed. 26, Easton Hahn.
You know, Easton Hahn, Yandel Sanchez, Eric Casadas. You know, those guys are. I'll tell you what, tonight, and you've seen it just with body language, effort. It's been there every single play, and that's great. That's a compliment to the coaching staff. It's a compliment to these kids. You can tell they wanted a little bit more because now they see that after that big win last week. Great job.
2:25 to go in the ball game. Play clock is down to 10. And Bentonville's content to take as much time off the clock as they can to get out of here.
Yep. They definitely have been in a different mode this week, and this game.
Boy, this Springdale defense is nasty inside the 10-yard line. First guy there, Shem Paul, Yandel Sanchez. It's going to be a 2-yard loss, and we've got a timeout back. They're going to mark him at the 7. It's a 3-yard loss, and we've got a timeout Bentonville?
No, I think it's on us.
Okay, we called the timeout. Okay.
I think Coach Hobbs trying to keep the clock, and if we can stop them here, and you know, if we can hold them to a field goal and turn around and go get a quick score, you know, and this is the thing. Regardless of the score, we're trying to get these kids. That's exactly right.
And you're going to look at the final record, which is going to be 5-7, and you're going to say, well, but I think you look at the things that Springdale accomplished this year. They let 2 games, I think, that they believe get away from them.
Right.
The Central game and the Bishop Kelly game, I think they felt they were the better team and should have won those games. Beat Harbor for the 2nd year in a row, win a playoff game. This is a program that's taking steps, baby steps, but we're taking steps forward.
And you're taking, quote, could be classified as the number 1 team in the state. They're uncomfortable right now. Yeah, they're up, but they're still uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're going to look at this and say, you know what, Springdale played well tonight. You know, the numbers may not reflect it, but Springdale was tough. They were physical.
Yeah.
There was from where you played them 3 weeks ago to tonight, I mean, you did a 180.
Yes.
And this is good because Springdale is as much as we look at guys like Carson, who's a senior. It's a really young football team.
Yes.
A lot of these guys are going to be back next year. There's going to be a lot of momentum going into the offseason.
The momentum and the senior class being leaders, and it's a small class, but they've made a huge
16
impact.
16 seniors on this team.
They've made a huge impact.
3rd and goal, ball at the 7. That's Jack Dunn in motion. Slepecki under pressure. They got the screen set up. It's Pratt. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bentonville. And Bentonville is really unraveling here. Godotti's going to get called for a personal foul.
I mean, that's probably as blatant as I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, he had Shem Paul on the ground, decided to walk him back to the 5-yard line, and then gesture at him. I mean, just stupid.
Yeah,
this
you've
is
got 2 or 3 coaches, and you've got 2 or 3 kids, and like I said, it's very uncharacteristic of
they're going to
kids, and that's something.
Yeah, we got a great shot of it. I don't know what he's thinking. You know, Shem doesn't say anything. He gets up. All right, it's a touchdown. But now we're going to walk him back to the 5-yard line, and just makes no sense.
Yep.
As Puka comes on to try the extra point. Jody Grant's beside himself. I think there's going to be some punitive damages come Monday when they go back to work. Yeah, Coach Hobbs is having a conversation with the referees on the far side.
I think it's about, do you want it here? Do you want it at the kickoff? We'll take it definitely on the kickoff and get some yardage there.
So Puka on to try the extra point with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Puka's kick's on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 1:57 to go in the ball game, Bentonville 41, Springdale 16. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back to Bentonville. And Tiger scoring drives 3 plays, 6 yards. Pass to James Pratt on the screen for the touchdown, and Bentonville's going to move forward. They'll either get Bentonville West or Conway, depending on how that one turns out. But I really don't think they're going to feel very good about this at all.
No, not at all. And you mentioned earlier, Jody's not very happy with kind of how some of the players are acting, you know. And, you know, I go back to ours, though, and, you know, Coach Hobbs and the coaching staff, how much our kids, it's like a transformation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see our kids 3 weeks ago, we didn't play like this.
No, we did not.
You know, we come out tonight, or actually last week, we come out and probably play one of our most complete games.
Absolutely.
The momentum carries over to this week. Our kids have that confidence, that belief that, hey, we can play with these guys. And for the first time in a long time, I think these guys are starting to say, hey, they can play with us.
And again, you know, we keep pointing this out, but Springdale is an incredibly young team, just 16 seniors on this team. With talent coming from the junior highs at Lakeside and George, to complement a lot of these players that are going to be here from this year. There's Casados going to let that one hit, and now he's going to pick it up at the 4. This is Aaron Casados, and he's going to be dragged down at the 8-yard line. And
it's not what you wanted, right?
Not
there.
Exactly after the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, you got to catch that one in the air.
1:53 to go in the ball game, and I know they're going to be disappointed with this, but like we said, the things they've accomplished this year and the steps they've taken, this has become a program versus a year-to-year deal.
Yep.
And, you know, the culture and how, you know, Springdale is sort of building this. And it's been a slow build, admittedly. But, you know, even Coach Hobbs said that during his during the coaches show. It's been a slow build. But we're at a point now where you just want a playoff game for the first time in 20 years.
Right.
We're competitive for 2.5 quarters with Bentonville. Third quarter kind of got away from you. But this, you know, this is certainly a building block as we go into 2026.
Exactly.
So first down and 10 for Springdale. Ball at the 8-yard line. Carson in the shotgun. He'll throw. Now under pressure. Carson is going to fire. He's looking into double coverage. Wow, he's looking for Easton. He had Wilder down the sidelines, just didn't see him.
Yeah, he stepped up and thought he had a chance and just didn't get it there.
You know, Carson next year is going to go to Harding, and he's going to play the G-back spot there, and he's going to do he is, and I told him this weeks ago. This is probably, you know, it's probably 7-8 weeks ago when I had a long conversation with him, and I said he's as close to Garrett Vaughn as I've seen.
Yeah.
Just sort of that instinctual
just his
runner.
Vision, his burst, his You know, and actually me and Will are going to Searcy tomorrow to see Harding play the first round.
Yeah, and now that's a guy that next year I think Springdale's going to expect a ton out of. Carson throws, pass, caught. Orion lay it to 14-yard line. It'll be a 6-yard pickup. We'll bring up third down.
You talked about how he catches with his hands. Right there is a great example.
It's not something that that you see a lot of players. It's not instinctual.
At the high school level, no.
Yeah.
And he does a great job. And, you know, for a big player like that, he does a great job using his hands.
So it's going to be third down and 4. 1:41 to go in the ball game. Rancel Oriana's the running back. I think, you know, look, just thinking, you know, seeing what we've seen here today, I think the offense is going to look a lot like this next year. Passing complete there to Easton Hahn. It's going to bring up fourth down. But I think we're going to see more of this next year, especially if Orion is the quarterback, or you know somebody else emerges. You get somebody who can throw it a little bit.
Well, and here's what you need. Coach Hahn does such a great job putting tweaks here and there. He's going to be multiple around whatever kids he has. He does such a great job just figuring out who's he got. Now let's figure out what's the best option for that team.
Fourth down. The line to make is the 18. Hayter in the shotgun. Carson. And he is going to be right at the first down. We'll see. Yep, they're going to give him the first down. So Carson picks up the first down with 1:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. And I know Carson's going to be a little disappointed after this one, but I think when they look back on the totality of this season, I think they're going to be pretty happy with kind of how they played, especially at the end.
Right. Yeah, you know, they do such good things here and there, and then a couple of plays early with some, a
lot of that's inexperience.
Yeah, it is. Not being able. I mean, you got to think. The last time we've been in the second round of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a big time game.
You and I were young.
You know,
we were young men.
These guys are getting great experience, and that offensive line, it's going to be so much better next year.
First down, 15. Rancel's the running back. Carson to throw. Plenty of time now. Flushed, looking for Easton, incomplete. That's going to bring up second down.
Yep. Boy, he had some time right there.
Boy, he did.
Thought he had Easton available, and Easton tried to do the best he could to try to get to that, just couldn't make it.
1:12 to go in the ball game. Bentonville going to move on and face the winner of that Conway-Bentonville West game, which at last check was 41-34. Conway with the lead.
Of course, they were just starting the fourth quarter a little bit after that, so they got a ways to go
that
there.
Bryant Rogers game won't be too bad either next week when those two get together at Bryant. This second down, 15. Carson alone in the shotgun, and now we've got flags down, delay a game. Springdale's going to get backed up 5 yards.
Yeah, talking about the Crews, boy, they set the ball and get it going, and that's what we alluded to earlier. And it's been on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Both head coaches have kind of said, hey, what's going on here? But, different crews are different. They set the ball and start the clock, and it's our responsibility to make sure we're paying attention to get it done.
So second down, 20. Here's Carson to throw. Looking for Easton Hahn, pass incomplete, flag down.
Yeah,
we're going to get interference.
Yeah, he definitely pulled his shoulder back right there, and that we'll get it.
So Springdale will get, 15 out of the 20 back.
Yep. That'll bring up a more manageable second down, I guess.
On defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains second down.
1:07 to go. This is going to bring up a second down and 5. 1:07 to go, and boy, I think this team's been so much fun to watch them grow. Next year is going to be really, really fun.
And you mentioned earlier, it's not not looking at the score, but just looking at these kids grow and develop. They're going to be so much better, and I talked about the senior leadership. There's not very many seniors, but they've really done a great job just being mentors and being able to set the example for these kids coming up.
Orion Letu with another catch. He moves it out to the 31-yard line, and he's got a career high in catches tonight. And he's a guy that I think my favorite part of his game has been the knockdown blocks on the long runs by Wilder and Carson. He always had somebody on their back.
Right.
And with 1:04 to go here, Springdale's got a first down. Oriana the deep back. Hayter to throw. Again, he's got Easton Hahn wide open. 41-yard line, Easton with room. 50, makes a guy miss. 45, still going. And he's going to get down close to the 40-yard line, and Springdale's got another first down.
Good job there by Easton Hahn to catch the ball and get some more yardage. Like I said, he's giving everything he's got right now.
The clock stopped with 1:04 to go. Springdale quickly, I think they caught Bentonville with 10 guys or 12 guys on the field. Carson runs out of bounds. No flag down. There was a guy at the 40 running off the field. I'm not sure how they missed that one, but all right. Carson, no yards on the play. 53 seconds left in the ball game. I think when all is said and done, I think Coach Hobbs and his staff can feel pretty good about where this team is going into 2026.
Right.
Here's Carson to throw again. Pass caught, far side, that's Easton again, first down Dogs. Nice catch there at the 30-yard line. They'll move the sticks, and with 48 seconds left, Springdale getting closer and closer to the end zone.
Yep. I'd like to see them put it in the end zone and finish out the season. And
selfishly, I'd like to see Orion get one. I think that would be well-deserved for a very good year for a guy who was the backup quarterback to start the season. They moved him out to wide receiver, and we've watched him sort of grow into that role all year. Here's Carson to throw, and he's going to go down back at the 40-yard line. Ball's loose. Still loose. And they're going to say Springdale's going to retain possession back at the 46.
Got a flag down right here.
Sure do.
So we'll see what happens here. There's clock still running. I don't know why it's still running. There's a flag on the field right
stopped
here.
It with 30.
The clock ran off about.
Well, they'll reset all of this. The ref just took a look at the clock.
On the offense, penalty is declined.
So the ball resting at the 46-yard line. It's going to be second and a country mile here. The line to make is the 19. Hayter to throw. Nice catch. Orion Leatu out of bounds at the 33. They're going to say incomplete.
Wow. I thought it was a good catch.
Yeah, I did too.
From here, it's a good job. He used his hands and went out of bounds. I thought it was a good catch.
So to bring up third down. 18 seconds to go in the ball game. Springdale going to finish up 5-7 on the year. Hayter alone in the backfield. He'll throw. Plenty of time. Pass caught. Albert Burge, 37-yard line, 38-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 39, and that may be the last play of the ball game. Clock running here 5 seconds, 4 seconds. I don't think Springdale is going to get lined up and have anything to do with it, and that's going to be it. The ball game is over. Our final score, Bentonville 41, Springdale 16. Coach and I will be back to wrap it up. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Our final score tonight, Bentonville 41, Springdale 16. The Dogs season going to come to an end here in Bentonville tonight at 5-7. They'll get their first playoff win in 20 years, do a lot of great things, but You know, it started off. I mean, Springdale was hanging around in the first quarter, got down 13-7, but the defense early on really kept them. It took a little while to get third down conversion here.
Right. Had
a couple of things going their way, but the Springdale defense. I mean, here you see Marquise Coben with the sack. Springdale got to Cole Slepecki 3 times tonight. This is the kind of stuff we saw in Iraq and Russian boy. That's a system guy, man. He's been here forever doing all of that stuff. And the young guys came to play tonight, but just not enough against a really good Bentonville team.
That's right. And you alluded to it earlier, but you can see, Coach is talking to the players. You can see the body language changed. They came out tonight in a much different.
Yeah.
Just the whole dynamics of the game was so much different. They came out, they played tougher, they played harder. Defensively, I thought, the game plan was set up. They were rotating guys in and out. You could see on offense, playing DJ on the offensive side there, and just mixing some things up. And I think our kids reacted the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They responded well. Even though they got down, they came back and they never stopped playing hard.
Yeah, and there's a lot to like here. Jacoby Mason with the interception here. Springdale at this point was down by, they're down 27, and here they come. They keep fighting their way back in. Ransell gets in for the touchdown there, and a lot to like. Yeah, I think they're going to be upset with the way that tonight went, but I think in the coming days they're going to look around and go, you know what, this is a good building block.
That's
Last
right.
year was a good building block.
Right.
This year we took a step forward, I think the coaching staff has a lot to do with that.
Yep.
And talking with them all year. But Springdale season going to come to an end tonight, 5-7. They lose tonight, 41-16. Bentonville's going to get the winner of the Conway Bentonville West game, which is still going on at the moment. And man, another year you and I get to do this.
That's
man.
right.
It's the best time ever. I love it.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with you and getting to do this.
I enjoy it too. Just being able to talk ball.
Absolutely. It's been
fun.
so much fun. We hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to be ready for basketball here in just a couple of
Coming
weeks. In early January, we'll get that kicked off. But Springdale season comes to an end tonight as they sing the alma mater in front of the band. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We will see you in 2026, August of 2026, which sounds so far away, but it'll be here before you know it. For Coach Johnson and our entire SAF crew, we bid you a final good night. Final score tonight, Bentonville 41, Springdale 16. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in 2026.